All right, we on. What's up, y'all? You already know who it is. What's happening? I'm not freaking beating, you know what I'm saying? But you got today with you, SK Dub, and my other fellow panelists. If you'd like to introduce yourself.
David, I'm back. What's the deal, y'all? I already know you gonna get it raw and uncut from me. So get ready, buckle up.
Well, yeah, man. Well, yeah, man.
Y'all seen that Creed edit? Hold on. I'm trying to make it. Toronto Tucson in the building, you know what I'm saying?
All right. What's it called? So I'm gonna let this little video play because really, obviously, y'all know what we hear about in the titles and the thumbnail, whatever. The unfortunate event of Charlie Kirk passing away, really more so assassinated to be specific, and it's just a lot of negativity going on around it, and it's just like I don't know, it's just too much going on about one man and one incident. Not saying like it shouldn't be, but I'm just saying like it's just a lot compared to what we seen about the news. It's a lot of negativity though. But we gonna speak on it. We gonna yap on it. But I'm gonna let this video play out right quick, and then we gonna give our point of view about the whole situation.
Here, baby.
Every day we see people go on social media posting comments after a tragedy right now across the country.
It sound good for you, all right?
I can hear it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
We're now seeing many people lose their jobs after posting comments about Charlie Kirk's death. NBC's Steve Patterson has the latest on these fallouts.
In the wake of the murder of Charlie Kirk, celebrated in death for his embrace of freedom of speech in life, tensions over speech are flaring. Utah Governor Spencer Cox on Friday calling for calm.
Charlie posted to social media, when things are moving very fast and people are losing their minds, it's important to stay grounded. Turn off your phone, read scripture, spend time with friends, and remember, internet fury is not real life.
But in the wake of Kirk's death, online fury indeed, and swift reaction to it, 2 faculty members at East Tennessee State University, among several in academia facing backlash, placed on administrative leave following complaints about their online comments. In Florida, Governor Ron DeSantis' education commissioner issued a warning to teachers making disgusting comments about the shooting. Writing in a memo, I will be conducting an investigation of every educator who engages in this vile, sanctionable behavior. Govern yourselves accordingly. The fallout also appearing in corporate America. Delta Airlines announcing it suspended several employees over their social media posts.
I'm sorry, we don't put that here.
Office Depot firing a Michigan employee who called a poster for a Kirk Vigil propaganda and refused to print it. The company apologizing, saying in a statement, the behavior displayed by our associate is completely unacceptable and insensitive. The response also in the federal government, a Secret Service agent put on administrative leave with an investigation underway following comments described as inappropriate. Tonight, a line being drawn over discourse.
You should be allowed to say outrageous things. You should be allowed to say contrarian things.
In the wake of the assassination of a man who defended it. Steve Patterson, NBC News.
Well, the IU chapter of Turning Point USA, which is the conservative political group Kirk co-founded, will hold a candlelight visual in his honor. That will be at 8 o'clock tonight at the Dunn Meadow in Bloomington.
They got his memorial going on right now, too. What y'all gotta say?
Yeah.
I'll go first right quick. Hold on.
I'm not going first.
My view on it is, what's it called? Obviously it should not have happened in the first place. Like specifically from the suspect himself. Like I don't know what's going on in his life. What I ain't gonna say I don't care, but it's like one of those things where it's like, dude, like bro, I'm getting tired of these stories, dog, and it keep happening every day, and it's like it's just multiplying, and it's like there's nothing more I could do. Like you feel me? There's nothing more I can do in this world. I feel like the best thing I can do, because the only thing I know is that we only have control over self. Like the best thing I can do is conduct myself accordingly unto others, and hopefully that's the best example I can provide. Because it's like, what more can be said? Like we know right from wrong at this point. Like dog literally looked like he was damn near smiling in his mugshot, dude. You feel me?
Who? Wait, who?
The suspect.
Oh, they caught him?
Yeah, like a day after, probably 24 hours within. But yeah, and that whole frenzy was crazy too. Hearing that's what I'm saying. Like the whole uproar about it was just like, it was just too much stuff. Like they saying it was fake, it was government, orchestrated, and they gave him the wrong suspect at first. That was in custody, and now it's a whole rat race for the hoodoo. It's like, it's just all this other BS. And then on top of that, the internet just saying whatever they want, like as if like there's not a whole human being with a family. Like he had 2 kids, it's not about to have a father in their life. Like, well, their father, I ain't gonna put that on them, but their father in their life. It's just like, I don't know.
Wait, no, let me go second. I wanted you to go last.
Okay, go.
I would say that, just from my standpoint, I have seen a little bit. I think when people, it's kind of hypocritical, because it's like the same people that's saying, and I don't take sides, but it's like the same people that's saying like celebrating a nigga death, to me personally, but you hate him.
Couple niggas we know did that shit.
It's hypocritical to me.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, disgusting is the word for it. Like I seen it. Like I told SK, I seen the original video. You know what I mean? To me personally, I think if anybody, I don't get why somebody get offended by something. He's not talking to you personally. He's talking to the world. So if you get offended by it, or you feel like a certain way by it, or you feel like you don't agree with him, nigga, go take that up with yourself. To me personally, as a man, just a general man, like, go take that up with yourself. What you over here getting a gun for and doing all this other shit? He's just talking. He's not harming nobody. So that's all I really got to say about that. That's why I said let me go second, because I don't got much to say about it.
Okay. I'll say this. Kirk was very straightforward. You know what I'm saying? He said some things that ruffled some people's feathers. But you know, he was never speaking out of a place of dishonesty. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, the black community got real pissed off, you know, at him because, you know, of the comments that he made about the black community. And they were all true. Okay? Now look.
Like, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog.
Like, bro, cut it out. You know niggas ain't got no daddies in the crib, bro.
No, real shit, though.
Boy, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. And then you got the African Americans get all pissed off about a statement like that, where it's like, oh well, if the fathers were in the house of these African American kids, more than likely they are not going to do crime and go to jail. Do you understand? That's what Charlie Kirk said. And they're like, yo, you can't say that. Yes, the heck he can, because that is facts. If we just had our pops raising us the right way to start, teaching us, yo, you got to be a bold man who does not go out and do crime. You need to work hard. You need to respect elders. Do this, do that, do this, do that. Okay, ganging and banging is not it. This, that, and the third. Like, bro, a lot of young men's lives would have probably been saved, and a lot of young men would probably not be incarcerated. And that's the honest truth, bro. If my little brother, 24, 25-year-old Christian, y'all know I love my boy. That's my baby. And he had a father in his life, his father at that. Okay. His life would have been a lot different. His life would have been a lot different, bro. And his pops was involved in that activity, you know what I'm saying? And he ended up passing away real early. So my little brother didn't have no pops in the crib. That's what that Charlie Kirk was talking about. And these niggas want to get mad about it. Are you stupid? This is what
go ahead.
Facts. You know, he's speaking facts. You know what I'm saying? People get angry about what convicts them. That's what I'm going to say. Okay? People get angry about what convicts them. All right? In some senses, yeah, rude. In some senses, it can be like, wow, you know, maybe they went a bit too far. But I feel like in every aspect in this situation, the only reason why dudes are getting mad at Charlie Kirk is because he's speaking truth.
Thank you. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is, bro.
That's gotta be.
You know,
Come on, bro. That's why people get mad in the first place. Because you know when you tell the truth to somebody, they get mad.
yes, that's what
Come
I'm
on, bro. It's
Yeah.
not your truth, it's his, but it's still what? Truth. Nigga, stop playing. My bad.
and it's too true. They're ready to come at you. They're ready to fire off at you, and that's what happened, bro. Like, I honestly feel like you know, the way he was so bold and outspoken about, you know, even like abortion and thing like that, where it's like, you know, yeah, a female who had an abortion is gonna want to kill Charlie Kirk. I'm just being honest with you. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be like, bro, he doesn't believe that I'm allowed to choose. He doesn't believe that I was allowed to choose when I did choose. Yeah, kill him. That's how they feel. I'm just being honest with you. That's just how they feel, bro. They might not come out right away and say, oh yeah, I want him dead. But that's how they feel in their heart. If he doesn't agree with them and the choice that they made, he should die. Okay? Like, bro, if they're willing to say, hey, yo, I'm sorry, my body's not feeling it, get it done. And he goes against that, what do you think they're feeling like about him? You know, it's like, take care of him too. Take care of him too. He's clearly,
but I don't.
he
But
has a
he's
problem.
not. Like, my bad. But he's not talking to them. Like me personally. Like he's not talking to you personally. For you to be engaged on what he's saying, you don't really stand on what you stand on because his words wouldn't even affect you. But for the fact that you cut the TV on, watch this man, and then hate on this man or comment on his videos, it lets me know you are engaged and you know you fucked up in your life. But you are
Yes.
doing. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
Yeah, Teron, you smacked it. You smacked it, bro. That's how conviction works. The second you hear something come out of his mouth and you get upset about it like that, it's because it has too much to do with you. It applies to you too much. And, you know, you can change
Exposed.
that.
Exposed.
You can change that. You know what I'm saying? It's as simple as that, bro. Like, he didn't come out and say, oh, I hate the LGBTQs. I hate women who choose.
Nah, that's verse 6.
He didn't do that, bro. He said, no, look, Jesus died so that we could all live. So stop doing stupid stuff. That's literally what that was his main mission, bro. Okay? Was to preach the word and to change government back into. He literally said in an interview, bro, he's wanted to bring Jesus back into the government. Because, bro, the way that people are moving and like, bro, they killed Jesus because of his mouth.
You saw his tweet.
Come on,
his tweet,
bro. Huh?
Come on now.
I'm saying y'all saw his tweet. What he said.
Yes, bro. They killed Jesus.
You'll see Donald Trump at least saying
that.
Donald Trump ain't saying stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't want him around no more. And if they don't want him around, look, Jesus, the most powerful. Okay, I mean God on earth, bro.
Literally.
God and man. All right. Literally was on the cross, bro. All right. I mean, bro, thousands of angels were ready to come down and destroy the world when we was killing him, and he said no. That's like Charlie Kirk was a disciple of the Lord Jesus Christ. You feel me? And even in his message, he's like, yo, don't let this, do not let, I know he wouldn't want us going crazy over it. You know what I'm saying? Because he's in heaven. He's with the Lord right now. You know what I'm saying? He does not want us to give the power to death. You know what I'm saying? Because Jesus already defeated death. He's in heaven. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, as a Christian, as somebody who believes in Jesus, bro, I'm bold, bro. I'm so bold about it. I don't play about. I tell it, everybody knows, bro. Everybody knows, and I've gotten those. I've gotten those before. All the time. I don't care. You can look at me crazy if you want, bro. I'm not judging anybody out here. I'm showing people the love of Jesus. That's the main mission, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm not somebody who even usually comes after somebody in their life or am willing to be like, oh, yo, you know that is not cool. Until I get really close with you. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, okay, I want to let you know, bro. You my brother, you my family. I want my family to go to heaven with me. So if you doing that, cut it out. Like, then, yes, bro. Like, and I do that with y'all. But, you know, I feel like It's dangerous, obviously now. It's very
I
dangerous
was
in a
just
world
telling
where
SK that. I was
in a
just telling him that.
in a world where we, you know, we were able to just go street preaching, bro. Not anymore. I mean, but look, you're gonna have to go understanding that, yo, it could just go down the way it goes down. You know what I'm saying? And that's steep. There are other content creators who have come out and said this. And been like, bro, if you're a Christian, a content creator, a Christian content creator, if you're a Christian in general, you're after what happened to Charlie Kirk, all of us are going crazy. And by that I mean like we all preaching out here. We all preaching, bro, because they're trying to silence us. You know what I'm saying? And bro, the Lord Jesus can't be silenced. That was the whole point of it. You know what I'm saying? That was the whole point of it. You know, so it's
So give
I'm
me
meant to see how it
give me
goes.
a couple of like, give me like 4 or 5 stances that he stood on that people didn't like. Cause I seen videos. I seen the viral video when he was talking to, like he was in a room.
You know that IEP program?
No, explain.
DEI.
Yeah. Sorry. What is it?
DEI.
Yeah, bro. I'm sorry.
Diversity acquisition. Whatever.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Do you all agree with that?
Bro, I ain't gonna
Like, what
lie.
you mean?
I'm ignorant. I really don't know what it is. I just think
it enforces to get the minority of the population into the workforce in some form or fashion. That's a simpler way to put it. Like,
yeah, enforces basically. You have to allow them to go work with you.
Like you have to have diversity in your workplace.
You know?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah, basically.
White people.
Right.
Yeah.
So, for instance, ready? Watch this. I'll give you an example. We'll take 4 people who have an 100% on a test. All right. They're accepting 3 people in to this school or whatever through the test. Okay, 3 of them are white, 1 of them are black. In today's day, they're gonna take 2 white and they're gonna take 1 of the black, and 1 of them white kids is gonna be left out. And let's just say this: we'll make it even worse. Ready? Let's say they choose the black kid and they leave that other white kid, and they were only like 2% grades off type thing. You know what I'm saying? And the black kid actually got a worse grade. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say this: all 4 students did well. All the 3 white students got 100%, and the black student got a 98%.
Yeah.
They're gonna take 2 of the white students. They're gonna take the black student, and that other white kid that got a 100%. Farewell. You're gonna have to go on and find somewhere else to be or go, or you know what I'm saying, apply somewhere else.
Simply to meet that DIA culture.
We have to be diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Now look, Charlie didn't agree with that. I didn't agree. I don't agree with that. It's a smack in the face. Right, bro. African Americans are mad intelligent. We don't need any help. We don't need no handouts. No, bro. I don't want no pig party no more, bro. I'm tired of it, dog. We lived through slavery. Why are we still thinking about it?
I get what you're saying, bro.
Why are we still playing?
I don't fully disagree with it because my thing is like I have enough self-respect enough to know I'm gonna do the work regardless if that's there or not. You know what I'm saying? Like I have enough. I got enough integral. You know what I'm saying? Things into myself to.
But
make sure
like
I'm do the work
adding on to the point what David just said, like
that's what I'm saying. It's like Charlie knows that there are definitely like one of his best friends was African American. That Candace lady. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, like, bro, he's not stupid. He watched it. He literally watched it. And his best friend, he's like, bro, she's not out here complaining about being black.
Nope, I like her.
And she's very powerful. She's very smart. Okay. Right. She came up in rank based on hard work and performance. Charlie stuck it out with her. That's his best friend because he's a hard ranking performance type person. You know what I'm saying? It's about performance. It's not about skin color. It's not about this, that, or the third. It's about how you work. Okay? That's what Charlie believes in. And, bro, that little program for the African Americans and like the Indians and the Mexicans and that helps all the other different nationalities kind of get included. It's like, no, why are we doing all of this and this too much about inclusiveness when it comes to racial things? It has nothing to do with the person's ethnicity, culture.
But I think it do,
nothing.
cause like look, cause I talked to my sister about this last night too.
Go ahead.
If I'm not the one who picked up this job application and put the checkbox next to African American. Y'all put that there. Y'all the one who care about my race. I wouldn't put that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have to check this if y'all didn't put that on my application. Y'all care about race. So my thing is, I know you're checking off of race too. That's a part of the piece of the pie of me being included. So they can't deny that's not. You feel me? So you are going based off of race simply because of that.
That's a good point.
And I know a lot of these people.
He's not denying.
You know what I'm saying? You know where I'm about to go. A lot of them CEOs are very old men.
Like he's saying it should not be like that. Like, we live in a world where, yes, that is what it is. But he doesn't want it to be like that. He'd like to fight to change those things. There are certain things that make sense, right? There are certain things that make sense. All three of us were born in America. But you know that there are people who cross borders without papers. Now, if it's illegal, don't do it. If it's illegal for you to be in another country without papers for that country, if it's illegal for me to go to freaking England without a green card, okay, then I shouldn't go to England without a green card. And if I decide to do so, I shouldn't be upset about the consequences that come. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but I don't see how that correlates to how DEI was really put in place to help us. Because as I said, like, either way, you're going to get the people who go to work to and be the, you know what I'm saying, the slackers, and you're gonna get the hard workers. Either way, if it's there, that's why I say it's all based off that person's integral.
I get it, but like me as a black person, bro, I'm telling you, I'd be insulted. I gave you an example of those 4 kids, okay? I'd be insulted if I was the kid that got a 98% and those other 3 kids got 100s, and they decided to choose me over the other white kid who scored higher just because I'm African American.
But that's different.
That's
now,
hold on. That's not. I kind of agree with David on this because it's like
I agree with you on that.
I explained to start.
It's not like every. It's weird because it's not every black person, but the truth is that it's the majority of black people, and that's just telling the truth in today's time. Like, you can't get mad at that. It don't matter if it was white, black, Chinese, yellow, blue, brown.
But I think I should get mad at the fact that, let's say if DI wasn't there and I did score 100% along with them, but they did choose the 3 whites over me.
But that's some people. That's a racist person. But black people are racist.
Not to mention, it might.
But my thing is, Jobs was already doing that before DEI. So if DEI wasn't there, like, it would still be continuing of the bullshit of the black people not getting the jobs they should be getting.
That's not true, bro. That's not true, bro. That's not true, bro. We have African American judges in the American freaking system, SK. How the frick is that possible, dog?
No, bro. You know what I'm trying to say, bro.
No, I know what you're trying to say, but no, I said judges on purpose. A judge is a high-ranking authority, bro. That's a job that you would not expect an African American to get ever. Okay, if
not
it was so hard, what?
I wouldn't say that African American couldn't be a judge.
I couldn't say that. He said you wouldn't expect it,
dude.
I wouldn't even say I wouldn't.
I know exactly what you said, brother. You guys, you know who you're talking to, right?
I know
like, exactly what
you mean, like in general.
Bro. Yes, bro. I know exactly what you said, but no, stop. Listen, dog. Okay.
But if that's the case, then why would if that's the case though, if you wouldn't why is that? Okay, look at that. Why is that expectation there then? That you wouldn't expect a black person because of why? Because they're typically not chosen.
No. I'm not. That expectation is not there for me. That's not there for me, bro.
But you said in general, but I'm saying we're speaking in general sense, right? there's a general stereotype that they wouldn't be up there. That's why you said
But
that.
that's the problem. Why do we live on that stereotype still?
Because it's been that way until DEI came and changed that. Now you're seeing
No,
that
it
more
didn't.
often.
It broadened it. It expanded it. What it did was it gave it some more fire. It didn't.
Thank
it didn't
you.
help
So that's
us.
what we needed. Yes.
No,
That's what's
no.
needed.
What we want, bro, if we don't want to have race thought about in any way, shape, or form anymore, we don't want that program, bro. Like, that didn't help us get rid of racism. No, that helped us think more about racism. Okay, it helped us think more like, oh, yo, hey,
Okay.
these people are not getting treated right, so let's make sure that we purposely let them know that we're going to treat them right. Listen, I'd rather battle it out until I get to where I need to be. Okay, that shows a lot more respect. I don't need a handout from my government in any way, shape, or form. I feel like my people.
Okay, so what would you call it when a
Plenty
CEO
of,
changes? Okay, so what do you call it when a CEO's son who take over the company now, who ran his company this way, you see he ran majority white, but his son come up, you're going to say, no, you're a part of that family who was racist before. I'm not going to join your company now just because you changed your mind from your daddy. It's the same thing with the government. What? Am I tripping?
I'm confused on what you talking about. What did you say?
I did speak kind of fast. So look, so you're saying like it's a self-respect thing, obviously, like this DI gonna help me to do this, but I don't need the help. I don't need, you feel me? Like I know you're saying that's hard to, I'm sorry. So what you said, we know what you said. I'm saying an example of it's the same if that same business owner, whether that DI there is there or not, let's say that business owner was making these personal restrictions in his company based off a kind of race, and you don't see as many other ethnic backgrounds outside of whites or Caucasians in a workplace, right? So let's say the CEO's son come up probably like 25 years later after that company has started or so, and he start changing some stuff around. What's the difference between the son coming up and changing stuff and the government coming in and changing stuff? What's the difference?
Well, here's the thing. Say that company wasn't allowing people to go in and do the race. If you're an African American who decided to apply to that company and they weren't letting people in and do the race, you experienced not being let in because you were black, leave. Okay? Leave. You're gonna run into situations like that where there are racist people out here. All right. And guess what? God probably spared you from a headache. God probably spared you from a whole lot of pain and a whole lot of people talking about you behind closed doors and you didn't hear it. You don't know what they think, what they feel about you. Why would you want to work in a company like that? You've been literally shown by the person who runs the freaking company, hey, we don't really want you guys to be here. Okay, bet. Guess what, man? There's business all over this planet. Okay? There's never an excuse for, getting all upset and being like, oh, well, this needs to happen then. If you're gonna feel like this about me, then like, no.
Okay, wait. So let me add this on. I think that, like, for me personally, I've been believing this for a long time. But I think black people have a victim mindset where we can't get outside of like, I need something for this. That's why look at the fucking culture right now, bro.
Yes.
We love to blame people. We are we like
playing games.
Accountability. But it's like, nigga, you can go build your own over here if you have some discipline.
Yeah.
If you have stability. So I get what he's saying, bro.
Cause white folks ain't got nothing against us, bro. Like,
most of them don't.
Stop it, bro. Stop.
Oh no. We know that.
Like, there is no, bro. Come on, dog. Like, there's no, it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, bro. And honestly, the more that we keep letting that stuff go on, bro, the more it's gonna cause, it's
easier to be the victim.
But look what I said though. If I'm a 16-year-old kid looking for a job, mind you, I'm new into this world. And as I said, what's on them applications? They're the ones who keep putting this stuff on their applications, making it a priority in the sense of their company or in the world in general. It's up to them. They're the ones who's putting it on voting ballots every 2 to 4 years.
Yeah, but those things are there for like, again, legal reasons, like for lawful reasons. If you're not a citizen of the nation, you probably.
So since when does race become lawful and become like a personal racism thing now? Where's the line drawn? You feel me? It's either here or there. No, I don't agree with
like
that.
you're allowed to
I don't
have
see race.
patriotism, right? So, like, for me to say, "Oh, I love America," is not racist. Doesn't mean that I don't love the rest of the other nations in the world.
No, we
You
mean
understand what I'm
skin
saying?
color because we know what we mean by that. That means American culture. Because I always say there's a difference between race and culture. If we're talking race, we're talking about skin color.
That's a
We're talking about
good
culture.
point.
Culture is culture.
Look, in America, it is our job, okay, our government's job at least, to look out for the American citizen first. We were born here. That is their job. All right. And I promise you that if an Italian citizen gets picked over your American citizen ass, SK, you're going to be pissed off. If it comes to protection or some shit and they look at you and they go, "Sorry, sir, we know you're an American citizen and you were born here and everything, but they've got money, they've got this, they've got that, they've got this, they've got that. Sorry, SK, we're going to take the Italian family." You're going to be pissed off. You're going to be like, "Bro, what
Yeah,
are
I
you
see what you
talking
mean.
about? I am a patriot, bro. No, I go first. I don't care what they got."
But that's the thing, though.
That's why, they put those questions down at the bottom, like, "Hey, are you an American citizen? Are you, because if you're not an American citizen, they're going to try to make sure an American citizen does get that job opening before you do. But if no one takes it, you can have it if you got everything that you need to get done. If you're one of those, if you're a different nationality, you came over to the States, you decide to live here, and you got a green card, you're gonna change that into citizenship. When you change it to citizenship, you won't have to worry about those things at the bottom of the page anymore anyway. Because if it asks you if you're an American citizen and you're foreign, you can check off yes because you changed your citizenship. So I don't think that those like things like that are meant to, throw racism in there. No, it's just
I
meant to
think
kind
so.
of, protect our jobs. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that everyone who is an American citizen has an opportunity to work and make money and not be poor underneath the bridge before they give it to someone else who's not an American citizen. You know what I'm saying? You can
See
be
what
someone
you
with a green card and get a job here.
Okay, I see what
Racism
you
is a
mean.
disease.
I see what you
You can say
mean.
that.
But my thing is like at the end of the day, bro, I know y'all people in the branches got kids who, you feel me? Y'all got kids, families, friends, associates who you care about. My thing is there's other people out there like that too, and you have the luxury plus more to, you know what I'm saying, that big circle y'all got to do what y'all need to do. And plus generations beyond that. You know what I'm
But
saying?
why?
Beyond present
Yeah,
time.
that's not
My
necessarily.
thing is it's like,
It's not.
and I'm not
They're-
pointing no finger saying here, like, give me your money, or anything, like, I'm broke, give me your money. But I'm seeing her saying, like, if you're seeing her saying this is a priority, this and that, then how much of it is a priority like that then? Because as I always say this to y'all since the pandemic before that. If I get $1 million, I know exactly where it's going. I'm
Where?
helping families.
I was waiting. Okay.
Like, I'm helping families. There's families that need help. There's someone who's not going to eat tonight. I know that.
Okay, so basically what I see is like, as in,
I don't see like they want to help. I think they want to keep their ego in power. And
I
that's
agree with
cool.
that.
But my thing is say that.
Okay, so like
They
this
just
what
don't
I
want
see.
to fight because they know they have a smaller, they're in a smaller minority
got it.
compared to the others,
I got it.
which is cool.
I
So
think that,
once you get $1 million, bro,
ah,
how easy do you think it is to spend that million?
I mean, I don't know that answer because, as I said, I know what I'm about to do with it. So it might be very easy because I know exactly where I'm putting that $1 million to.
So to a
I've been planning
millionaire,
this my whole life.
it is not easy to just spend $1 million because it's hard to acquire $1 million. Okay, so in
It
that
is.
same sense, okay, that should let you know why they're not so quick to just, oh, here's an organization here, here's an organization here, here's some money 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 here.
But if they got it with the intention of being selfish, fuck these people. I'm gonna keep, and that's why I said you have selfish
that's
people.
not
And that's what I'm saying. If you're selfish, then say
That's
that.
not selfish. I don't think it's
How's
selfish.
that? How's that not selfish?
no,
Because again,
All right.
I just said, the reason why it's a lot harder for a millionaire to just give away $1 million. Say, bro, if I just got $1 million, someone
There's
just
difference
gave
between
me
just giving it away and I knowing this have a purpose going here and this is going here,
I agree with that.
helping this. You feel where I'm going?
I get it, but at the end of the day, like, while that matters, kind of, that's still kind of besides the point because it's hard to achieve $1 million. It's just hard to get to $1 million.
That's fine, but my thing is, I'm in the race right now. I'm trying to achieve that.
What
now.
I'm saying,
but my thing
when
is,
you
I
hit
know
it,
what I'm about to do with it once I get it. But they had selfish motivations. They whole journey. That's cool. But tell me that. You feel?
I wouldn't say selfish.
Try to sit here and
I
say,
would not
"Oh,
say selfish.
I'm helping the country. I want to go into this position because I know it's going to help this infrastructure of the country." No, it's the fucking not. You just want the money so you can live your lavish life. That's
you
cool,
are using the wrong word. You got the right meaning, but it's greedy. It's not selfish. It's greedy. It's not selfish. It's greedy. It's
bro. It's all under the same umbrella to me, bro.
It's no, because selfish means for myself. Greedy means it's for who I like, who's around me, my environment, and that's it. My experience,
Okay.
and that's it.
By that definition, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, and what your goal is to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like at the end of the day, bro, rich people, yeah, there are some selfish rich people, but you cannot pin it on all rich people. And then on again, like I know you're saying
I'm saying the specific people who I kind of am, because how much do you really need? As I just said, I just told Ryan. The next 30 minutes,
this is my thing. How do you think generational wealth is created?
Multiple, you know what I'm saying? Multiplying and investing. I understand, but like that's what
like,
I'm
how
doing.
Do you think that is created,
I understand that, but my thing is,
tell me I get to 10 million and I gotta spend all $10 million before I know. Like for instance, bro, I have 2 children right now.
Yeah.
Okay? If I get to 10 million, I should be smart enough to understand that my children are gonna have children. Their children are probably gonna have children. Their children are probably gonna have children. And on top of that, I'd like to give them the comfort of knowing that they could do that with ease if they'd like to, because we've built generational wealth. Okay. Now, again, a father who's built generational wealth for his children looks out into the world at a bunch of people who are not doing the same thing. Or say someone, a father, another dad who hasn't been trying to build wealth for his kids, this, that, and the third, looks at me and sees what I'm doing for my family and for my children and for my life and goes, hey, he has plenty. He should be able to share some. And I'm looking at him like, bro, I've been on my balls doing this for a long time just to make sure that they are okay, just to make sure that they're safe, just to make sure.
Okay, but my thing, just a threshold, bro. You're only human, bro.
I should have a sharing heart, a loving heart, a giving heart. No, what I want you to do is go out and get it, because I had to work hard to get it. So, you know, don't expect me to, just because I have the $1 million, be able to just hand you the $1 million. It took me forever to get the $1 million. Then I stacked million on million on million on million. And you guys are looking at him and going, well, he should be able to just fork over at least $1 million. No, seeing that $1 million go is me knowing that I need to work hard to make that $1 million back again. Okay. That's where a millionaire's mind is at. It's not like they're not willing to just drop $1 million on something because they have $12 million. No, that's $1 million gone in their mind. They're panicking.
I ain't gonna lie. It does come back to a point of understanding, because look, most of those millionaires, they grew up in families, and this was the dangers of generational wealth. Is nothing wrong with generational wealth. I just think it's how you use it. But like in the suburbs, a lot of people are uninnovative and don't know how to make something out of nothing because they was handed things their whole life. So they're not gonna understand people from the hood who say like, bro, nigga, I was born into the hood. I was born with all this shit, and I gotta work at Family Dollar to make a living because you won't hire me here. So what the fuck you want me to do? And it's not the government, it's somebody at Family Dollar, that particular person who won't, not Family Dollar, but at a fucking business that won't hire me because I'm black. The division, divide and conquer. Like I said, bro, it all goes back down to that. That's why we arguing right now, because we divide shit, and you got people over here who are rich, who grew up rich, who don't understand people who are stuck up, and you got people from the hood joining into the racism and being like cracker and that, and get mad when they get called a nigger. It's divide and conquer.
I got a question. What is rich then? Why did you say the word rich? Because people are trying to maintain a level of certain amount of money and keep. That's what it's a selfish thing. You want trying to keep yourself in it's yourself. You care about yourself. Because I don't see myself. It's not that I want to be rich. It's just that I know
think it's self-respect. I don't think it's selfish. I think it's self-respect, meaning like, this is my family, and I know what I got to do to make sure my family.
But there is a threshold to that. There is a threshold
to that, though. Ready? So like you heard the parable. SK, I'm about to get you. You heard the parable of the king who had 3 servants, right? And he divided some of his money with those 3 servants, right? He gave like the highest servant like 5 shekels or something like that. He gave the second servant like 2 shekels, and the first servant he gave 1. And he told them, go on out and work. All right, let's see what you come back with. All right, I gave you this. Let's see what you bring me back. Implying basically, go make me some money. You feel me?
Yeah.
And so they all went out and did their thing. The first servant, okay, who got the 5 shekels, went out and doubled it. Boy, by the time he came back to his master, he had 10 shekels. Okay, he showed it to his master. His master said, keep it and come sit down and eat with me, because boy, I know I got me somebody that is gonna last. You a soldier, come sit down, brother. Now, second servant comes through. Hey, master, I doubled it. You gave me 2 shekels, I got 4 shekels. He says, yup, keep that 4. Come on over. Here's a crown. Sit down and eat with me, little man. Good job, brother. I'm proud of you. You did it. You did what you had to do. Third servant comes in. Okay. Says, hey, master, I got the same shekel that you gave me. His master's like, what? He said, oh, yeah. When you gave it to me, I was afraid that somebody might rob me, take it, this, that, or the third. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to lose it, you know, so I buried it in the ground. Okay. And waited for you to come back so that I could bring it back to you. And the master was pissed. He's like, you wicked servant. Took the shekel, kicked him out of the feast. No crown for him. All right. And he got to go on his merry way, basically. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the whole point of that is, look, we've been given gifts by the Lord to go out and multiply, to go out and make whatever money we need, go out and do this, go out and do that, and be blessed doing it. And he let us know that if you go out there and you work and you invest in the things and the gifts that I've given you, okay, you will end up coming out with some plunder. You will end up coming out with some wealth. All right. And he does not say that, like, he's not opposed to you being wealthy. In fact, he would like us to be wealthy and live in that kind of wealth, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he wants us to achieve it the right way. You know what I mean? And he's given us plenty of insight as to how through the Bible. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, I feel like we'll take a man like Charlie Kirk, bro. Okay. Who was obviously very wealthy. He had money. Okay. He did not, look, he had to work. He had to work hard. He had to be bold. You know, he had to be determined, you know, about what he was doing in order to bring his family to the place of success that they're at right now. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, he went out and he's preaching the word on top of that. You know what I'm saying? He's preaching the word and making it very much so like the kind of main, you know, the like the solid ground that he was standing on. When he made any statement, the solid ground he was standing on was the Bible. Okay, any statement he made, solid ground was the Bible, bro. And, you know, I don't know. I just feel like, look, you can't say Charlie, you know, and Charlie was like this. Charlie was a man like this, where he believed in, yo, if you work hard to get it, then you deserve it. If you don't work hard to get it, you do not deserve it. And do not ask me to just give it to you, because I'm not. It's not happening, bro. You have the same gifts that I have. You've been blessed by the same God that I've been blessed by. You are a brother, the same way I am a brother. You know, just like that Candace girl was his homie. That was he looked at her as a sister. You know,
All right, hold on. I got it now. So I agree with both points. I swear to God, I agree with both points. Like, so for example, like I agree with that completely. You do have to work hard. You have to be determined. You have to have that grit. You have to have that willpower. You have to have that willingness to make something happen. I agree with that. Now, looking on SK side though, Malcolm X, for example, right? Malcolm X was somebody who had all that, but they still shot him down. Why? It's because the external looking in, the outside looking in. That might not have been Charlie Kirk. That might not have been this person, that person, and the third. But that man was strong. He had the willpower. He was wealthy. He had enough money. Through all that shit that he went through during a time where niggas didn't like black people for real. but he still made it out that dirt. He still rose up out that dirt. You get what I'm saying? Nowadays, we see Charlie Kirk is right. You know what I mean? He can have what he have. It's not just him. But let's take another man who talks like Charlie Kirk, right? But he grew up in the suburbs. He never been to the hood, but he talks about the hood. That don't even add up. Did you step foot on the ground? So you bullshitting. Last time I checked, if I told you I went to the store, but I never went to that store, am I lying to you or am I not?
You're lying.
I'm lying. So it's a lot of people, not just white, it's black people too in the political world. It's I don't know, everybody in the Mexican, I don't know whoever, everybody in this political world, they talk too much about shit they don't understand from the ground up. Along with hood people. I go to the country every fucking day. My job requires, not every fucking day, but I have to go to the country. I see white people aren't racist. If I go back to the hood, you know, these hillbillies, these crackers. So you being racist. Is that not racist? But you don't want them to call you a nigger. It's up to us to stop feeding into the entity itself, which is racism, which is victimization. You know, white people might be victimized. Oh, Trayvon Martin was trying to shoot me. No, he was not trying to shoot you. But then you got black people over here saying, this police is looking at me. Bro, I'm just trying to get my check.
They'll stop. So, like,
it's
I like
the entity.
Yeah, bro. Like, so, do you
Not
feel
bad.
Charlie was wrong, Teron? Do you feel like Charlie was wrong to speak on the statistics of the African American?
No, because if it's right there, it's right there.
That's what bro. But that's what I'm saying. Getting to your point, okay? Because you were like, if you've never step foot in the hood, but you got something to speak on when it comes to the hood.
But then again, there's a book by Bill Gates that's How to Lie Through Statistics. So a lot of people are fooled by statistics because the numerical mind. It's very easy to like, for example, if I say it's how you talk, it's like 80%.
Every 3 and 4.
Every 3 and 4. I'm convincing you. It's called selling, bro. It's a seller's market. And
that's
everybody
why
So it's literally, look up the book. If you don't believe me, look up the book.
Now, yes, you can lie through statistics, right? You can lie through statistics. But
through the words that they said, like literally just what SK just said.
Right. But if you look up something like what he said and the statistics match, but not even look it up, bro. We're 3 young black gentlemen, bro, who grew up in the hood at some point, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, he's not speaking false information.
But then again, there's a difference between I think a lot of people misconstrue this because we just don't understand. It's the difference between getting it and understanding. For example, like if I give you a list of people that are in the hood and they are like this, and you know you don't want to go around this person because they fit the description. I'm gonna give you the statistics on how many people who drive a Hellcat act like this. Then you go up to a man who don't act like that at all, but he chose to buy a Hellcat because his father had a Hellcat and he died or something. But you never got to understand why he bought the Hellcat. But you just looked at the paper and said, nope, you bought a Hellcat because of this.
Yeah.
That's why people shoot. You know what I'm saying? So it comes deeper. Yeah. We don't move enough. We're not unified. We're divided. Niggas need to come over here and come over here. And niggas need to come over here to understand each other. We got too much phones. In the way we text, we comment, we do all this other shit. This shit is a screen, bro. I can manipulate people off this shit easily. Y'all know how this shit go.
So like, I feel like, right, yeah, like he never got down to like the nitty gritty.
Not him. I'm not speaking on him, bro. Rest his soul. Rest his soul. I'm not speaking on him. Just speaking in general.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, bro, like he spoke a lot on like just cultural things and like statistics and this, that, and the third. But like, I'll even give you an example like this. It's like, bro, we had different classes that we had to take throughout high school. History class is a great example where it's like, bro, I would be a dummy to look at my history teacher and be like, bro, I don't know how and why you're trying to teach me about World War II with this history book and whatever little knowledge that you got, brother, over there in front of that chalkboard. I don't know why you're trying to teach me about World War II when you didn't even go to World War II. Okay, you wasn't running through these French and German battles. You weren't there to see Stalin going crazy on the Russians. You weren't there to see Hitler do what he did to the Jews. So how is you gonna teach, bro? They're gonna go, bro. Put this boy in a mental institution. What is he talking about? Like, what? I have to.
Then again, it goes back to what I said. Nobody can really answer this question.
You know what?
Go ahead.
it's like you can't just you cannot require someone to have had to be in the situation every single time in order to teach you something.
Exactly. So it gets back to exactly what I was talking to SK about before you got on this podcast. I said we lack trust. Did I not say that, SK?
You did.
I said that. The real meaning of trust is to see the unseeable. Meaning, if you tell, it's so simple. If you tell me you're going to the store, but I never experienced that moment of time, I'm not talking about I've been to that store. I'm not talking about I get it. I'm talking about in that time, that moment of time, literally right now, in the present moment. If you say somebody shot somebody at the store, but nigga, I went there last week. What are you talking about? I went there last week, bro. Nobody shot nobody. That's ignorant. I'm ignoring you. Ignorance. But if I be like, nah, damn, I trust you. I didn't see it, but I'm gonna take it in and be like, damn, that happened, but I didn't get to feel it with my 5 senses. I didn't get to see it. I didn't get to smell the gunpowder. I didn't get to hear it. I didn't get to do nothing. Trust. Why do we like trust? Because we fucking lie to each other. When we lie to each other, it creates trauma. So people argue and be like, damn, I'm never trusting nobody again. You got hard YNs out here because they don't know how to go through heartbreak, through whether it's friendship, betrayal, all this shit is in the Bible, it's in the Quran, it's in Buddhism, it's in all these spiritual teachings, bro. Principality. The reason why we're lost is because we don't follow those principalities. We think everything is outside of us. No, it's in you, bro. You don't get no cool points for not lying out here. You don't get no cool points for not stealing. It's so easy to steal. Man, I can go to the job place right now, steal somebody drill. You get what I'm saying? Easily. But what do I say? I'm like, nah. Be as if you want to. No. Act like everybody's watching. You know how nobody watching, bro? You good. No, act like everybody watching.
Being integral.
Being integrable. So like I said, we lack fucking trust. That's the number one thing that we lack. If I tell you I did something, I did it. Bro, I don't believe you. I need proof. Look up the burden of proof. Why do we need proof? Why do you need to see it at all? You should be able to trust me. What happens if you able to trust somebody throughout lifetime? I trust that my mother went through that. I never seen it in my life, but because I wasn't born yet. But I trust that whatever she tells me, she's telling me the truth. Now you're honoring who? Thy father and thy mother. Come on, bro. Let's get it. Let's go. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I gotta pee. Hold on.
I think it's a good way to a good part to segue into our next portion too. But the backlash on the iPhone 17. But I do want to say, since we are on recording, and in general, what's it called? Respects and condolences to the families and.
But real shit though. My bad. I don't mean to cut it off. I gotta finish it. But when he said the history teacher, the reason why I can trust the history teacher because I can trust the person who taught the history teacher. I can trust the person who taught the history. You know what I'm saying? It goes down the line. What happened? The lineage, the line, broken when somebody decided to fucking bullshit about it. Hey, it can be this simple, bro. Hey, bro, tell everybody that I just planted a tree. All right. Hey, bro, he just planted a tree. All right, I'm going to pass it on. He just planted a tree. And he got one nigga with headphones on who not listening, who ignorant. Hey, bro, he just planted a tree. What? What'd you say? Oh, hey, bro. He said that trees are fake. Then they pass that on. Or whatever it is. Now everybody thinks trees are fake. So the reason why you see a division between people, fuck school. You know what I mean? Don't listen to no teachers. And you see a division over here being like, nah, be integrable, be ordered. Be ordered, be structured. It's because we divided fucking motion and order. How the fuck are you going to divide motion and order when nothing naturally lives without both? That is the goal of the devil. Divide and conquer. I'm tired of talking about this shit because I live it on a daily basis. I got to talk to 40-year-olds fixing their lives. They go home, come back to me. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's not about none of that, bro. It's about, yes, we need teachers. We need those people to listen to. I wasn't there then. But the reason why you would not question in your spirit if you absolutely trusted somebody completely, you would not question if that history teacher was talking the real truth or not. But the reason why they're questioning that history teacher is because your actions ain't leading up. You just told me this, but your actions obviously not leading up. You yelling at this child, you low-key on the phone at home when nobody's watching, saying, man, I'm tired of these students. Oh my God, like I got it, and gossiping. But you call yourself a teacher? A leader? Because nobody's watching, right? That's crazy to me. Then when you go to school, you built them habits of gossiping. Now you irritated at work. Why you irritated at work? Because you already built the habits. Don't act like nobody's watching. Act like everybody's watching. It got easier for me when I really started to understand that probably like 2 years ago. So, I mean,
That's a good one. I ain't gonna lie.
come on now, bro.
That's a good take.
I be preaching, but I ain't no preacher, bro. I be preaching, but I ain't no preacher. But so, like I said, I give both of y'all points. Like absolutely, completely, because we do got to get back to David's point of trusting that history teacher. We do got to get back to that point. But unfortunately, you got a true, like let's say Jesus, right? And then you got somebody acting like they're Jesus. The person who listened to the person who acting like he's Jesus gonna believe that's Jesus. But Jesus just told you who he was, but they never met Jesus. You know what I'm saying? The real version of him. The original is the word. The original version of him. So like from the scriptures and all that, from the principalities, whatever it is, they never met that. But you had somebody that I want to be like him. So I'm gonna put on his clothes, I'm gonna put on his robe, I'm gonna make my hair like him, then I'm gonna talk like him. False prophets. Now everybody believe in this man, even though he mixed it up a little bit for his liking, ego. Because the only thing that separates us is ego. But everybody have one. You're not supposed to use ego in the sense of everybody got to be like me. You're supposed to use ego in the sense I'm going to go get it. If I see a flag, I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get it. What if this? No, ain't none of that what if shit. I'm going to go get it. That's what you should use ego in. Is when we start to say, you should go get it too. Like how I went to go get it. Then you got people going crazy and you losing their fucking minds because nigga, I'm not like that. I don't wanna do that. What if I don't wanna do that?
Back in the Kirk.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta it's a balance, bro. You gotta utilize it. And I ain't gonna say it's easy for nobody, but I don't know, I just been blessed with that understanding automatically, naturally. It really is like that. Don't act like nobody's watching. Act like everybody's watching because you're gonna build the habit. You're gonna be a person who can talk it, but you're not walking it. And it might seem cool in the moment, which is lying, but it might seem cool in the moment because it's like I got away with it. You didn't get away with shit because you just lied to yourself and people. Now that person who's been lied to, like if I grew up in a house with a family who just fucking lied all the time, I'm gonna think it's normal. Now I'm lying to my friends. I'm lying to whoever at work. I'm lying to a girlfriend or a boyfriend, whoever you are. And I think that's normal. Now they're traumatized. Now they go on and lie. And then they go on and lie. And then hence the world today. Nobody fucking trusts each other. It's a fucking lineage. Not even just your family. Not even just your family. It's everybody. It's a fucking lineage that Tehran themselves can't pick up and clean. But what can I do? Is be one of them ones. Thou shalt not lie. All right, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna steal. I ain't doing none of that. I don't know why I shouldn't steal because I used to steal all the time. But guess what? That's a confession. Oh snap! I just was honest. You get what I'm saying? So it's really weird how it goes. I think some people might misconstrue. If you lie once, you're a liar forever. No. If he keep lying and cheating and doing all that, then of course he is. But if he changed at 35, he changed. And from 35 to 50, he changed. And now his life story at 70.
Right.
You know, I was growing up and lying, but then I was able to be truthful. So, like I said, going back to that history teacher thing, it's just we lack trust, bro. Real talk. We really lack the trust of, like, because that history teacher wasn't there. But if the original man told y'all what it was, and nobody's following the actions, it's not about your words, bro. Words are cheap, very cheap. That's why that saying exists. If everybody followed the actions, That is perfection. Tell me if I'm wrong. If everybody followed the actions of the original person and nobody did that,
We don't know. I can't lie. We don't know perfection.
no, I'm saying imperfectly perfect is the perfection I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you are my face or how cute somebody is or this look like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever it is, like whatever the fuck that shit. I'm not talking about that type of perfection. I'm talking about being imperfectly perfect, bro. You would not be here, your heart would not be beating, you would not be breathing air through your fucking lungs, and you would not have organs in your body if you were not already perfect. Because I truly believe you only live once, bro. As the person you are right now in today's time, we take this shit for granted. We think that is you're gonna live twice on this earth. I really don't think so. And we take that shit for granted every fucking day. I'm around people who do it, but I don't judge them. I'm not saying like you're a bad person or you worse. You're on your own journey, bro. But everybody knows it deep in their soul, not even spirit, deep in their soul, because the soul is deeper than spirit. Deep in their soul, we all know what we fucking like. We like don't do it in the dark, meaning behind closed doors. Nobody's watching. Because imagine if the walls around me was not here. Imagine if nobody had walls and niggas was doing dumb shit in their house. I'm going to see it. What is the difference? Because I didn't see it, you didn't do it? It's like writing something on a whiteboard, then erasing it and saying I didn't do it. But I can bring it up so you know you did it. It's in your memory. It's in your, what I like to call your library. You already did it. Once you do it, it's done. There's nothing you can do about it. What happens? The devil comes in. Regret. You're trying to change something that you did. You can't change it, bro. Because I can bring it up right now. You know you did it. It's up to you to own that shit. Don't do it in the dark if you don't want it to come to light. That shit scared me, but it's worth it every time. So, like I said, I get both of y'all points on stability, structure, and order. Being of guidance, being a man of like, nah, you do have to work hard. You have to do this. Don't expect no damn handout. I agree with that. But then you also have to understand the soft side. The soft side is like, well, that kid that don't understand what working out is, you can't just yell at them and be like, oh my God, you have to get going. You have to be a man. They're going like, what the fuck does a man mean? You haven't. Like, what are you talking about? That's when people become traumatized. Why they becoming trans and gay, because they think the others, I'm sorry, y'all, gotta be honest, trans and gay because they think the other side is safer. It's an illusion. It really is. I'm not just being honest. Y'all can study this shit for years. You're gonna get to the exact point that I'm at. Swear to God. Because I didn't ask for it. I just decided to dive deep into shit. Going down the rabbit hole. So that's why every time I talk, I speak with power. Because it's in me. It's in me, bro. Real talk. So shout out to Charlie Kirk, man. Rest in heavens. I would say that people, it's hypocritical to be like, whether you, I don't know, liberal or whatever, I don't really care. It's hypocritical because you're taking the enemy's sword that you call an enemy and you're using the enemy's sword against him, but you hate the enemy. So what do you hate? Yourself. Makes no fucking sense to me. None. You joined the team without even you knowing it. That's why people say, love thy enemy. I like to see enemy as in me. Come on, bro. You wouldn't recognize it if it wasn't. You just mad because he reminding you of you. The man, because last time I checked, he was not harmful. He wasn't yelling. He wasn't screaming. He was just speaking his honest truth. For you to come over here and snipe his ass, it lets me know you really hate yourself, but you put it on him. That's evil. My bad, y'all, but go ahead.
David, you got any closing remarks on this?
You heard me?
What's up?
Y'all know Jalen Jackson?
Yeah.
Did you see his story on Instagram?
No.
Wait, who?
Oh, didn't he say some he said some messed up stuff, didn't he?
Yeah, I texted him, told him he was disgusting for that.
Who? Wait, who?
He said, F you, nigga. All right, that's straight. I just unfollowed him.
Wait, who? Jalen, who? That's somebody we know?
Yeah.
You know him. You know him most likely better than me, right? Not like that.
The football?
Yeah. I think
okay, I got it. I got it now.
Yeah, bro. It be niggas like that who be making me want to crash out on my mama.
What happened? What happened?
He started celebrating. Yeah, that nigga dead. He dead. They shot his ass. Da, 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 da.
Hypocritical, bro.
Somebody was to spin on your house right now, Jalen, you would be shitting your pants. Shut up, you idiot. I hate niggas like that, bro. You
can't say that.
But ain't that evil though? It makes no sense.
I can say that. What do you mean?
No, you can't say that, bro. That's the whole point of this. That's the whole point of this. Dude, you can't say that.
Why?
He can say what he wants.
I gotta hold you accountable a little bit, bro.
Why can't I not
say it? Because that's wrong.
How? I'm making a point. He celebrated somebody getting shot down and killed. If someone was to spin on his house right now, he'd be shitting bricks. He would not be.
He's giving an example. He's not saying he wants.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Bro. No, he didn't. No, he's giving an example. No, SJ.
I get it.
He was giving an example. Like, I get what you're saying. He didn't say.
My bad, bro. I thought you said if I were to. Wait, hold on. My apologies.
Nigga, if I did say I know Jalen Jackson, bro. What is he going?
Oh my god.
Nigga, if I went,
bro, I don't mean to be like
a couple of days ago when.
No, wait, are we talking about the same person? He got a little sister?
Yes,
bro.
Okay, I think I know who you're talking about.
If it was,
you know.
If it was,
I do.
I wouldn't just be saying some shit like
My
that.
apologies.
You know what I'm saying?
But you right. And that's what anyone like you
taken care of already, bro. This shit happened last week. You feel me? It's like what? If I really felt some way about Jalen, bro.
No, we off that. No. That was my misunderstanding. You don't gotta explain. That was my misunderstanding.
Nah, you understand the example, bro. Like he would not be. You know, I don't even know if bro. He wouldn't be prepared.
Bro, and so to anyone,
it's hypocritical, bro.
It's gross because like
Twitter, on Instagram, same for anyone.
If it was Jalen, let's say Jalen was the one who got sniped in the back in his neck, all right? Blood squirting out in front of his mama and his sister, bro. All right, nigga. And then one of us hop on and go, yeah, he got exactly what he deserves.
How would you feel?
I couldn't even. I don't.
Bro, KD
like,
got cousin would be ready to come. I'm just telling you, because that's how the world works. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, bro, you ignorant as hell. You know, Charlie Kirk and his family are believers in Jesus, bro. They're Christian people. They're very easygoing people. You can get on the phone and disrespect him as a dead person because his family is not about to come do something to you. They don't believe in that. You know, so you're a coward.
That's what I'm saying. Because when I look at like original videos of Charlie Kirk, he wasn't harmful. That's what I get. Like when people be like, "You're homophobic." If I was homophobic, and I would tell you, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Like,
that's how honest I am.
Where's your baby?
Bro, but then niggas like that, bro, they don't care that they're cowards. Like he wants to be a coward. He takes pride in being a coward. You know what I'm saying? Like. I'm sorry, you know, and I'm spitting fire at a nigga. I don't give a damn, bro. I don't really care, bro. I hope he sees this. I hope he sees this. On my mama. I hope his mama sees this.
No shit.
Bro. I hope his mama sees this. How dare you hop on Instagram and start celebrating somebody getting shot in the neck by a sniper rifle? Okay. All right, brother. You're disgusting.
Who ain't posed no type of threat? Like my thing is, and I'm talking about in general for anyone who's saying something negative.
Bro, I'll be so straight like, nigga, where's your dad? Where's your father? Why is your father not telling you to stop this stupid shit?
We can't get at it as no excuse no more because you gotta know how to be a man without that. Because I grew up with.
I'm for sure cutting this out, bro. David, I'm cutting that out. I'm not putting it on my platform. I'm sorry. I'm not putting it on.
Bro, I will not. Bro, look,
I can't do that.
I knew you were. I swear to God,
I can't do that, bro. I'm sorry.
Not do it no more. On my mama, bro, I won't do it no more if we gonna be pussy, dog. Because at the end of the day,
bro.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious, bro. I won't do it no more if we're gonna be pussy, bro. I'm gonna be outspoken. I'm not about this jumping around the bush here, jumping around the bush there. Where the fuck is niggas' daddies at? That's exactly what you're saying. He didn't get canceled. People just got mad at him. I am allowed to say, yo, hey, your dad needs to tell your ass to stop doing that shit. Because guess what? My dad would have already been in my fucking head, bro. My head probably would have already been through the wall. You feel me? From doing something.
I don't think you gotta bring up people's parents just to explain the
No,
truth.
it's not being disrespectful.
I'll tell you
I
this.
think I ain't gonna say it is being disrespectful, but you ain't got to do that. I think you're going to
my pops
extent
was
to try to
being
poke,
outspoken.
you're trying to put an extra poke into something that ain't gotta be there.
My pops was to see this video right now, because even K was like, "Yo, you know, what if your pops saw this right now?" I'll tell you right now, the one thing that my dad's gonna point out in this video is my language. He's gonna go, "Why are you using profanity?" I'm gonna go, "You know what? You're right, Daddy. I need to stop. I need to stop."
And I gotta say this though too. It don't matter. You need to just say it in general, because it don't matter if they had a father or not.
It don't, but for a lot of people,
it don't matter.
It do for a lot of people. It do.
It don't though.
Definitely
it don't. But for a lot of people, it do.
I see what you mean. But what did you say about the stove thing? I'm not saying you lying or anything. We're talking about in the moment. In that moment, you just need to look. It don't matter what they went through in their past.
Teron, how do you act as a man right now, bro? Because Teron is a perfect example. I'll give Teron a perfect example, right? Bro, I'm telling you. Because Teron, bro, make sure your head can fit out the door after I boost you up like this. Teron didn't have his dad regularly, right? Okay. But Teron is aware of that, right?
Yes, sir.
And so Teron decided, hey, he's going to be the right kind of man based off of his actions and based on what he had to learn by himself, right? Yeah. It's out here who don't do that, SK. And that's
what I'm saying. That's why I get back to a lot of people need, like, maybe the Bible, because y'all need some principality.
You feel me?
Life.
It's dudes out here who have a daddy who don't act like Teron. They act a lot worse. And that's why I'm allowed and I'm willing to call them out on here whenever I want, bro. Or I just won't get on here. You feel me? Because I'm not about to sit around and be like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings. And I don't want to hurt their feelings.
I don't know.
It's like, not about hurting feelings, because at the end of the day, bro, you can smile in someone's face and they'll get angry at you for smiling in their face. It's happened before to me.
Bro, so
I'm just saying, like, bro.
Don't cut nothing out, because then I just won't speak. You feel me? Like,
bro, let him keep it, bro.
I'll keep it in, but it's just more so the fact of, like, bro, it's like, that don't solve nothing, because at the end of the day, because in this situation, you're speaking like you're the bigger person, and you're kind of giving them game. So my thing is just give them the game without the extra poke. Why you gotta bring up the fact
no, because if you soften it, it ain't gonna work, bro. We've been trying to soften it.
It's not softening nothing. It's not hard or soft. Because my thing is, what's making it hard? What's making it soft? It's nothing. My thing is, you're poking a bear. You know what I'm saying? You're making an extra emphasis on something.
The extra poke is needed, bro. In the Bible,
it's not.
Spare the rod. In the Bible, it says, if you spare the rod, you hate the child. Okay? Period. I was watching.
Okay, first off, the rod is the overall game. That's what I'm saying. You already have the rod. You're putting spice at the end of it. That's what I'm saying.
What are you? No.
What are the spice?
Yes.
No. Stop it.
Yes.
Bro. All I know, bro, that is not.
You know what, bro? Because
no, bro, that is not. Come on, dog. That's
because it's a self-respect thing, bro. It's like a self-respect thing. I'm not gonna have you just bring up my father just because I'm going to now be on 10.
No, see, no,
because you brought up my father for no reason.
Hold on. I'll let y'all talk after this. That's the issue. That's the issue. It's because niggas don't like to hear triggers. You supposed to go through your triggers, bro. It's not
even that. I'm not sitting here saying I'm a swing a point, but my thing. I'm not saying someone is required to, but my thing is, know what you're igniting doing that though.
But that's on them. Why are you getting mad at something that's true?
But why are you adding stuff that you know that is evoking? You know what I'm going, bro.
No, that's not. I don't think that's David.
You think you're trying to pierce them? What's the point of doing that? At the end of the day, the truth is going to pierce regardless. You don't got to add the extra.
Oh no, I don't think David intention is the word. Is trying to pierce through nobody. He's just speaking honestly.
But that's what it does.
For them,
that's what I'm saying.
That's the thing, bro.
But guess what you're not in.
Them same people that you're talking about will talk about an artist, a celebrity, in the most harmful way possible. So they don't really care about piercing nobody. But as soon as somebody says something that's true about your lifestyle, now you feel pierced. Ain't that fucking karma, nigga? Come on now.
I mean, but that's on them. But my thing is, I'm gonna take the responsibility. I'm not trying to hurt you further. I'm trying to bring you up. You're a human being just like me. I know how it feels to be
Listen,
hurt
how do
and
you
talked
build
about and all
muscle,
that
bro?
stuff,
How do you build muscle?
bro.
You work out, you feel the pain, so it's gonna hurt. You're gonna have to
Period.
feel the hurt.
Yeah.
You just said it. I
Yeah,
want to
in
build
a
you up.
healthy
You
way.
just said it. You just
In a
said I
healthy
want to
way.
build
I'm
you
not
up.
going through no Cobra Kai training with all this anger. You feel me where I'm going?
You just said
There's
I
a
want
certain way to
build you
train.
up.
You see where I'm going.
SK, I
You
know
can
what.
use any
SK,
example under the sun, bro.
trust me.
So
I know.
wait.
I know
What
exactly.
what is the spikes you talking about? Before I get too
I'm
misunderstanding.
saying the
No.
spikes
I'll
is
tell you right
bring-
now. I'll tell you, Ryan. The spikes that he's talking about, right, is and so like, if you know, all right, that something is going to ruffle someone's feathers when you say it, SK feels like you shouldn't say it. Okay.
Because what's the point?
So if it's true, but it ruffles their feathers, you shouldn't say it.
So
Or
basically lie to yourself. That's
No.
basically what you're saying.
No.
I'm not lying
Or
to
do you
myself if
mean
I
SK,
know that,
right?
but I don't have to say that because I know ruffle his feathers. I can just sit here, give him the game. If he take the game, he take the game, and I can go on about my day. If he don't, he don't.
But that's the see. That's
Because I don't want to sit here and exude my time on a certain fight when I know those are fighting words in a human. And plus, on top of that, I know he probably, you know what I'm saying, thinking that way. We're, as you said, you already know you're thinking in a quote unquote higher, more
It's not even about
mature
who he
state.
was talking about.
So why are
I'm
you
saying
still
it's
even
different.
going that direction, bro? That's what I'm trying to say.
I don't know, bro. I feel
In the same mature mind state, you going to sit there and say, "Hey, that might ruffle his feathers." Let's not go that direction.
Okay, let's use
'Cause
that
at the end of the
logic.
day, intentionally, I'm trying to bring him up. So let me just only give him the things that's going to bring him up. Why bring up a daddy or some that has nothing to do with the man he is right there standing in front of me.
How do you build somebody up without going through pain, bro? Literally,
That's his pain to go through. I have no reason to bring that up. The only thing I have is gain to give you. Why do I need to bring up your pain or try to bring that out? What the hell?
Because that's why
that's not my job.
out here got switches, bro.
I'm not God. I'm not
They
going.
don't know what pain.
The only thing I have is game for you. So I'm gonna give you this game and build you up. If you need it, here you go.
Okay. Oh, give me an example. Like, what would you say?
No, the perfect example is I'll just say you what I did, what I would have did. I didn't do it, but what I would have did if I wanted to exude my time and energy unto Jalen. I saw the same exact post. That's why I knew.
Okay, not him. Don't be speaking on him personally, because I don't got no problem with him.
I don't either. But okay.
It's
Let's just
like,
say any person comments about this situation in the comments. I'll be like, hey, bro, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to sit here and talk about people's death. It's not cool. And that's it.
Nah, I will agree on a sense. Don't be talking about nobody.
It's not cool.
I wouldn't talk about nobody dad in like no sense of like childish shit. Like, oh, he ugly
or negative. Like, I don't know. It's just like, bro. It's just like you can't keep bringing the circle around.
But if it's something like, I can tell the reason why you acting like a grown little boy is because you didn't have your father in your life. That's not harmful. That's just telling the truth.
Like a grown little boy.
Come on, bro. There's a lot of grown little boys out here.
Like you got to be specific. That's why I said it's like you got to be specific, bro. It's like what made him a grown little boy, and that's why I say it's not in that moment. You're not speaking about bro. No, I know you're not. Listen to me. You're speaking to a certain man in that moment about how whatever you saw that he did. My thing is, what specifically did he just do? Did he just sit here and gossip about somebody? I'm gonna sit there and say, hey, bro, I don't think gossiping is cool, this and that, and stuff like that. No, that's just the straight truth. I ain't gotta sit here and say, oh, gossiping, that's kind of females and this and that. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
For maturity.
I'm saying for that particular moment, like where if there was somebody and you are saying what, like how David went through, like I don't want to keep speaking on his name because I don't have no problem with him, but if you going through what you're going through and you out there and you doing all that and you basically talking about somebody else's death and how David said if that happened to you, you wouldn't like it. The father there would a true father, a true dad, a true man wouldn't even allow you to talk. You wouldn't even be on Instagram doing all that shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's not about
his own person. Do you know how many kids be sneaking out and stuff if their parents consistently tell them, bro, we can do this, like, bro. everybody is their own human with their own journey, and what I always say,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Of control.
And I think that's
so
like I said, that's what a division is. I'm not saying, because first of all, you don't speak through this. To me personally, you speak 1% through this, 99% through that. Because as a kid, from adolescence up, every single kid out here is observing life. That's why kids stare at you in the fucking street right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? They're curious. They're learning life, but they're going to believe what they see before what they hear. If I'm out here and I'm selling drugs, but I tell them don't sell drugs, they're going to look at me like I'm fucking retarded. They're going to grow up and go do drugs. You understand what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. But if I'm being that on and off camera, if I'm being that regardless of where the fuck I am, if I'm being that, no matter if they see it or not, I built the habit and now they see it. The reason why Teron learned how to drive is because I'm looking at my mom. I'm like, how do I know which side of the road to be on? I'm looking. She didn't have to speak. I had to look at it. No words attached.
Okay. I'm talking about the effort and trying to be as less harsh as possible. That's simple.
But what
I'm putting in effort to be less harsh as possible.
Because, bro, let's be honest.
It's however you perceive it, but try to be as less as possible. David, that's what I'm
bro.
saying.
No, I'm not saying, because we have two different definitions of harsh. I'm not being harmful.
And that's cool, but we know, bro. David, do you think you could say, whatever phrase you just said, less harshly than you said?
I asked where his father was.
That's not hard.
Bro,
bro, that's why I got so mad.
What does that even have to do with anything, bro?
You just asked a question. You said, hey, is there some way that you could have said that less harsh? I just answered it and told you that exactly what I said, where was his father at, was not a harsh question. I didn't say, where's this nigga's daddy? He's an idiot. I didn't say
that's what I'm saying.
And I said nothing derogatory, bro. That's why I'm so irritated and haven't said anything in the past 5 minutes, because it's just, bro, I don't get what you want me to say, dog. Like,
I'm not saying I want you to say anything, but my thing is, I do want you, I would have wanted you to say, coming from my friend, you feel me? I wish you would have had said to him something more along the lines of the post itself and telling him a better way to go about seeing a situation like this.
That was the best way that I went about it, was telling him that it was straight disgusting, period. That's how you address that. Period, bro.
Okay, and I think you should have left it at that. That's
if you are sensitive about it, that's on you, bro.
No, Teron, hear me out. Let's say, SK, you were the one who made that video, bro.
Yeah.
You know, bro, I'd be mad enough to put hands on you, SK, because I associate with you.
I know that.
You understand? So I'm not about to go, SK, man, why would you say something like that, SK? That wasn't very nice. No, I'm probably going to cut into your jaw. Like, hey, SK, you know better than to say some shit like that, bro. Why would you say something like that? Why would you get on Instagram going crazy like that as if you don't know? I'm not about to call you up and be like, bro, what is you, stupid? Like, are you dumb? Because I'm going to go crazy on you.
You know,
I don't know him.
You know, you would never had an inkling thought about me in your head. So we ain't got to ever think about that.
Okay, if you was to post it, if you had done what Jalen did,
it's always gonna be an if whenever you speak about that about me. It's always gonna be an if.
Look, if you had posted crazy like that on Instagram, like Jalen did, bro,
I have nothing against you, bro.
I would have been on your tail, dog, because I know you too well. You know what I'm saying? Period, bro. It wouldn't have been no beating around the bush. It wouldn't have been no hee ha ha. Let me be gentle about the way that I explain this to my brother. No. If it was my little brother, bro, I'm really putting hands on that little nigga. If it was Christian, my little brother, popping up, yeah, that nigga dead. Bah! I'm whapping. If it was my son, he'd probably be put through the wall. How dare you?
Damn.
No, for real. How dare you? Because you got to understand. Listen, Malachi, for you to celebrate somebody else's death, brother, say they come around and they get their get back and they take you out. And now I'm a grieving father. Crying over my son because you're dead, because you were out here celebrating another man's life being taken from him. So in order for me to get you to not ever do that, ever, I'm going to make sure you fear the justice of your father. You are going to fear what's going to happen to you if you dare do something.
But that's only your control. You can't make
whoever you want. If you're going to be an authority in life, period, SK, you have to be willing to want to change other people's minds too. If you think
I'm willing to do that, but I'm not willing to exude all my time and energy into that.
So okay, so that me and you are two different people. You can't look at me and be like, what I did was wrong. When no, at the end of the day,
I never
Bro,
said it
I'm
was
putting
wrong.
my
I said that was harsh in my opinion. That's all I
okay,
really
but
kind
even
of
if
said.
it was
I
harsh,
think
bro,
that
it's
was
part
harsh,
of
bro.
my mission. It doesn't matter. If it
There
was
you
harsh,
go.
it's part of my mission, bro. Like I have a whole mission that I'm trying to achieve here. Regardless of whether it's harsh or not, it has to be done. You know what I'm saying?
That's strong.
Now, you might have to pause your mission briefly for a while because you're dealing with people who are very sensitive and you don't want to, deal a fatal blow to them. But I'm not willing to take a break, slow down, pause, or anything due to somebody feeling some type of way.
Bro, let's get
I
honest.
never
bro.
said slow down. See, I gave you specifically what I would have did. It was give him the game, which was what you was doing. But as I
But
said,
bro, okay, let me hold on.
Hold
But
on.
even okay, let's imagine if David would said it like, "Hey, bro, you shouldn't be saying that." He
see
probably
y'all
wouldn't
putting
even
this soft
respond.
voice and
He-
shit. No,
Bro,
y'all know what y'all
no,
doing,
okay,
bro.
let me not
No,
put it in
don't
the
do
voice.
that, bro. He's
Okay,
a grown ass man. Don't make his voice like that. See, now you know what you're doing. You
okay,
making
what
a
if Dave?
con-
Okay,
You know what you, bro. Come on,
Okay,
y'all know
what
what
if
I'm saying. He's saying, bro, bringing somebody daddy had nothing to do with that post. That's what I'm trying
No,
to say.
SK, okay,
All
hear
you
me
have
out,
to do
hear
is
me out,
give
hear me
him the
out.
game, and
Say,
that's
okay,
that.
all right, say I just
You a
gave him the
grown ass
game.
man. Just give him the
Say-
game. That's it. If he don't take it,
So
he don't
cool.
take it.
All right, say if I just gave him the game, I didn't mention the daddy part, right? Say I mentioned the daddy part in a different way because I still am gonna
Not
mention
even
the
I
daddy
say
part.
at all, because that
Okay.
got nothing to do with him as a
No, I
grown
think
man
it
stating
does.
as himself.
Yes, it does
But-
have everything.
No,
to
it
do,
don't.
bro. My father has everything to do with how I act right now. A lot of times, like, look. I'm not saying as far as like, oh, if I go out and I decide to go rob a store or something, oh yeah, it's because my pop taught me how to rob a store. Or oh yeah, he told me like, yeah, it's okay for me to go rob a store. That's not what I'm saying. I'm responsible for myself as a man, of course, but as far as my raising goes and how like I treat my peoples and how I am in the world and everything, that has everything to do with my pops because my pops is the one who taught me how to live as a man because he's a man. Okay, so that's why I mentioned the father. If you're a man who's willing to hop on any social media and go, yeah, I either in my mind immediately goes here. Either your
Okay,
dad was doing that shit. Look, my mind goes to one of three places. Your dad taught you how to do it. He's a banger. He likes to do that type of stuff. Okay. 2, you're just a rebellious, ignorant child who had a father who didn't teach you how to do that, and you were out here being stupid. Or 3, your daddy didn't teach you how to watch yourself
That's
and
not
to not
harmful,
do what
though.
you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And look, again, right. I didn't, again, that's not me being harmful to say that. For me to say that is not being harmful. For me to say that is speaking facts. Because, again, my pops, had he seen me make an Instagram post like that, bro, would probably be in my crib right now. I'd be shaking in my boots. I'd be shaking
what
in
would
my
have happened?
boots.
Okay, what's gonna happen? Let's say this is to someone you saw in an Instagram comment and they made the exact same remark he did, and you DM'd him saying the exact same thing. What if you reply back
Let
saying,
me
"Yeah, I had
let me
a
respond
daddy,
to
he
this
taught me
first. Let
this."
me respond to this first.
Hold on, wait.
Go ahead.
Wait, hold on. What if you respond to that commenter in his DM and he said, "Yeah, I grew up with a daddy. He taught me all those principles, but guess what? I went through this in life, so I'm doing like
Let
this."
me respond to what you just said first. First off, it's not even going to affect me because it's not in me. If it's in you, it's going to affect you. Do you understand? I'm gonna look at that comment and be like, all right, going about my fucking day, I gotta go to work.
That's real.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Like SK saying, like, how would you respond?
Right. So what was the point? Like bringing up his pops. Now we gonna do.
This is what I'd say, SK. Okay, to a young man who had a father, right? But then certain things happened to him, and that's why he ended up being the way that he is. And stop. We can play, but stop being silly. You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna tell him is that at the end of the day, my boy, you can't blame anything in your past for the actions that you take right now.
I agree with that.
So what's the point of bringing it up?
Because it helps somebody really understand who they are. To me,
right, bro. You got to get down to the root, SK. A lot of times you can't fix the problem until you get to the root. Okay, so look, and yo, them looking at you and going, "Hey, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened." They're telling you what the root is. So then you can, as a smart man, go, okay, oh, that's the root to all of your issues right there. I see why you're reacting the way you're reacting. Let me tell you, this is what we do with that. Okay.
Ain't that what a therapist does? Just
Literally,
swap
bro,
the words?
because look, my father was very involved in my life for 4 years briefly. I was in the streets. Okay. Toting a gun, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that. Won't go too deep into it, but you know what I'm saying. All right. My excuses were, oh, well, they all gave up on me. They gave up on me. They discarded 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 me. So screw it. I'm just going to act like a little demon now and do whatever I want. That was literally my resolve. That was my resolve. It was like, oh, wow, you gonna give up on me because I made a mistake? Okay, bet. Oh, you going to give up on me now too because I made a mistake? Okay, bet. Oh, you going to give up on me now too because I made a mistake? Okay, go bet. And as I continued to gather that pain, I turned into a little monster. Okay? Yo, when you start letting that pain out and speaking that pain out to
Thank you,
people
bro.
who want to listen and want to give you some insight, that's when you start to experience some healing. Okay.
Thank you, bro.
So that's what happened to me, bro. I started telling people about the traumas that I experienced and the feelings that I felt. And they would say, hey, guess what? At the end of the day, but you got to be the love that you wanted. You got to be
Thank you,
the
bro.
endless supply that you wanted. You got to be that one man who never gives up on people. If you know that, you know how it feels to be given up on, don't you give up on your people. Become that beacon. Okay?
Be the person you needed in your life.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And you won't have to sit here and be in pain anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to say to that person, SK. Now, that is all out of love. So if Jalen wants to turn around and be like, oh, you know, this is what happened, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, screw you, nigga. No, I'm gonna tell him what's up. I'm gonna give him the juice. You know what I'm saying? And that's it is what it is. I'm gonna give him the juice, but I'm gonna assume to start that there were issues within the home because it all starts at the home. All starts in the house, mom and the dad. Okay, it all starts in the house with the mom and the dad.
Really
if the kid is going out and doing crazy stuff and misbehaving and this, that, and the third, your first thought shouldn't be, I wonder why that kid is so bad. No, your first thought should be, I wonder what his mama and his daddy are doing.
The root.
I wonder what the house dynamic is like at the crib. Okay, I wonder who he gets to surround himself with on a daily basis. Okay, that's the question that's raised. That is why I said, hey, where is your father? Because my father probably would have ran over here at 60 miles per hour and whooped my ass. Okay, so I'm just saying, like, it needs to be spoken about and addressed. This is one of the reasons why Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck in the first place. Is because he said, bro, the father is not in the home of a lot of these families. Okay, period. And that is the problem. That is the literal root to the issue. Okay,
bro, I think that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, bro. That's
no,
what I mean.
I'm not beating around the bush, bro. You know, we know what the scripture says, bro. We know what the Bible says, bro. The first and most important father of the world is God, and then He placed parents in our life to be examples and show what it looks like to be provided for by God and to have a parent who is God. You know what I'm saying? And so your father is very important because he's literally showing you God's love. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to raise you up in God's love to be the man that you're supposed to be so that you can do the same thing that he's doing for you. It's literally our whole calling. That's our whole purpose as a man. You know what I'm saying? Period. Once we hit manhood, that is our purpose. Once we're born as a boy, that's our purpose. You know what I'm saying? And so, heck yeah, bro. I'm going to get on here, and I don't care if it offends that specific person. He can come to me and talk to me about it. Okay? Because I got an answer for him. No problem. What was done was disrespectful and disgusting, bro. If I was to have screen recorded that video and took it around and showed it to a bunch of different people in the city who know who he is,
no, that's water.
They're not going to love it.
That's water, no.
They're not.
Give it to me.
And the truth is there are not a ton of grown-ass adults on his social media profiles watching what he does and how he acts. And it's not important enough for me to go broadcast it across Berkeley, Oak Park, Detroit, this, that, and third. Like, no, he's got to figure his things out. But I had no problem with addressing it, and I have no problem with addressing it now. Okay? It made me so angry I was willing to talk about it now, SK. Okay? It should be that way for y'all too, bro. To grow up in a school with the same kind of person, bro, thinking that they cool and they this and they that, and you see them do something like this, like what? No way. Blow that up.
Honesty.
No way. Okay, period, point blank. I spoke to Grayson about it too the other day. Grayson was right in my shoes. Like, yes. What? You feel me? You all saw Paulie D's story. Paulie is not even in the politic world. Okay?
That's what I'm
And I
saying.
get that Paulie is white, you know what I'm saying? But Paulie be in the culture. So that, you know what I'm saying? That's what really struck me. I was like, whoa. But Paulie hopped on his social media showing condolences, which was the proper, respectful thing to do when someone loses their life. I'm not saying that Paulie liked Charlie Kirk. In fact, if I was to assume or guess, Paulie probably didn't like Charlie Kirk. Okay? Because it's Paulie. You feel me?
Jersey Shore?
Huh?
Jersey Shore?
No.
Oh,
Our Paulie.
I'm like,
Our
you talking
Paulie. Yeah, our Paulie, bro. Not that Paulie. You're funny, dog. You're hilarious.
about... I swear to God, I thought
You're
you were
funny,
talking about...
bro. No,
Okay,
our
I got it.
Paulie, bro.
I got it.
You got some black NFL stars. Some black NFL stars who hopped on social media showing condolences when they could have easily hopped on and been like, well, he was saying crazy stuff. They didn't do that. They got on, they showed their condolences. There's one social media star who is paying for the kids for the rest of their lives. Black is space. Feels horrible for the family. Is gonna make sure that they're funded and taken care of. Because who wants to lose a father? That should be the whole, like, that should be what we talking about right now. It's like, oh, some kids and a wife lost a daddy and a husband, and a family just lost a whole family member due to just jealousy, anger, ignorance, and a bunch of different stupidness, malice. What?
That's what I meant,
Don't
bro.
hop on and celebrate it. That's disgusting.
That's what I meant by, like, I don't know where people fucking mindsets at, but it makes no sense to me. You took your enemy's sword, not even his sword. You took the sword and built a gun out of the sword and shot him. But you hate them type of people. So that makes me know you hate yourself. It don't make sense to me. All you did was speak. You shot. It's a difference. It makes zero sense to me. How the fuck you don't hate somebody, but you just gave out hate? It don't make sense. You hate yourself.
Let me even say this too, SK.
I gotta find the remote one more.
Cause I didn't get to. It's back here somewhere. I think I took it from him. I didn't get to really to speak further on it because I was so upset with his words and the way that he was willing to get on and be like that. But Jalen, bro, is a man of talent. I mean, come on. All right, he's an entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? He's an African American. We grew up with him. He was in the school with us, bro. I want him to thrive, bro. I love him. There's no real animosity. I'm just, bro, heartbroken at that kind of behavior, dog. Heartbroken at that kind of behavior, bro. Because at the end of the day, bro, like, you just shouldn't want that out of any of your boys. On any of your boys. And it wasn't one of my homies, one of my friends or nothing like that. I don't know closely like that. I only knew him from school and whatnot. But even that was enough for me to be like, yeah, bro. Like, I got you. I'm following you on Instagram, bro. Because I mess with you a little bit. Nah, we ain't got to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to know that you're actually walking with Jesus. And you ain't. All right. Not celebrating somebody's death like that. You're not. No way. This is not
that don't make sense to me. Not even just the person we talking about.
Right?
Not even just the person we talking about. What don't make sense to me is that, like, bro, do y'all not see how you just literally shape-shifted into the person you don't like? It does not, bro. Like, it don't make sense.
About how, like, it's a like, did we even talk about the fact that, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm a Christian, SK. You're a Christian, bro. We should be willing and like to speak on the fact that, yo, we've been offended. Okay, if somebody who was in my circle or is in my personal circle comes after my faith, bro, in a non-direct way, I'm chewing on them. I don't care. And then spitting them out. Because how dare you? Don't do it. You don't want it. Period, point blank. Don't disrespect my God. Don't disrespect my faith. Don't disrespect Jesus, bro. I will come for you. I don't care. I have no problem. I have no problem with doing that. If you're willing to come after us, bro, I'm definitely willing to come to you. No problem. Scripture and all, bro. You're not doing it. You're not doing it. I don't have to put my hands on you. You know? I will just beat you down with the Bible. You will get it.
That's what I'm saying. I agree with that. Now I agree with that. But words, bro.
You know?
Words. Somebody saying something. Like if a nigga came up to me today and said, Teron, you're gay, I'm gonna look at him like he crazy. If a nigga came up to me today and swung on me, then it's up. It's a difference.
Wait, say the word. Wait.
I said if a nigga came up to me and said, Teron, you're gay, I'm gonna look at him like he's crazy. If a nigga came up to me today and swung on me, then it's up. It is a difference.
Yeah.
It is a big fucking difference. Yeah. So why, from somebody speaking, I don't even know who Charlie Kirk is until I heard about this shit. I only looked at a little bit. But why is a nigga talking affecting you? Because you know it's true.
Come on. Conviction.
To an extent. To an extent.
No, too sensitive, bro. It's a fucking sign.
Nah, to an extent.
It's a fucking word.
It's a word, bro. It's real.
There's an extent.
It's a word.
If you
really know who you, bro.
If you really know, and it's going around, it is affecting. Like, bro, I'm gonna have to say some words back to you, bro.
See, that's
like I'm only human.
That's
bro.
Fine. That's fine.
I'm only human, bro.
No. Fuck that. You can call me whatever the fuck you want in the book. You can go gossip about me, nigga. I've been through this shit before. What happened? Stood 10 toes, nigga. You got G Grayson coming up to me and speaking that real shit because y'all knew what the fuck it was. Yep. Come on now. You supposed to stand 10 no matter what the fuck people say out here. The fuck are you talking about? People are gonna say what that nigga, somebody probably speaking behind your back right now. What, you gonna go gossip with them? You just joined the party. You just joined the PlayStation lobby. Fuck all that. No, nigga, if you ain't gonna come up to me and not say nothing, you ain't, nigga, fuck all the words, nigga, swing. Or I'm going to. And a lot of people be like, oh, I ain't gonna swing because he ain't swing first. Fuck that. If you act like you want to swing first, I'm going to. Fuck you talking about. I go to jail. Fuck you talking about. That's what a true nigga is. That's what a true man is.
Oh, no, I'm not going to jail.
Not literally. I'm just saying. No, I'm speaking real shit, though. Like, we get too offended through this shit. This shit is this shit. Nigga, that shit weird.
Yeah.
I'm walking away every time. It's when you try to stop me from walking away. Now I got to protect myself.
You put your hand on my shoulder.
Now I got to make sure you don't do that again.
But that's like, where I think a lot of people mentalities need to go there because we need to stop fucking speaking. We like the Spider-Man meme. Oh, you're this, you're that, you're this. Now y'all got a big ass argument. Y'all ain't even fight. Y'all just gossip like some little ass bitches. But you call yourself.
No, we should not be fighting.
I understand that. I'm not saying fight, but why would a word affect you, bro? I just said if somebody can say something about me, I don't care.
Because of what did I just say earlier? No one's putting effort into not being harsh. That's what I just said. What I just say.
But why, bro? Okay, perfect example. I always tell my mom this. I always say this. I be like, the bully can only thrive if it has a nerd. If somebody says something to you, what is a hero without a villain? Nothing. Do you get what I'm saying? So the bully can only thrive with the nerd. If the bully is constantly talking about you, I told this to Riley, my little sister. I think David know who that is. My little sister.
Yeah, I know, right?
She was getting bullied. I said, don't even say nothing. No, don't tell no teachers. Just walk away because they need you to be the nerd in order for them to be the bully. Putting their hands on you is a different story. It's up. There is no word spoken. But we hope it don't get to that.
Yeah, that's real, bro. Because it was me, but that was me. I lived that life. Bro.
We hope it don't get to that point. I'm not saying go bully her back because then you become the bully. I'm saying words should not be able to even pierce your fucking skin.
Period.
It used to pierce my skin. I have not always been like this. Nowadays, what the fuck? If a nigga, it's like going up to a rich man calling him broke. What they're gonna go. Do with, what are we talking about? Come on.
Yeah, bro. You gotta really be unfazed.
That's how sensitive we are, bro.
You gotta be unfazed, bro. Absolutely. That's the Charlie Kirk said in the interview, bro. They said, hey, do you care about how people think about you and what people say? And he's like, no, not at all, bro. Like, did I? Yes, I used to.
Yeah.
But you learn as you continue to, be bold and outspoken, to grow a thick skin and understand that that's not the real problem. Their words is not the real issue, bro. You start focusing on the words that they're saying to you, you're getting off track.
And don't get it fucked up. I got sucked into this type of shit before. I'm still young, but I was a youngin'. But then you have to realize, bro, if you really are getting mad about something deep down, you know it's true. That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
You can go up to somebody who don't even understand what you say. I can go up to a Mexican person right now and say, bitch, huh? But if I go up to a nigga and I say, bitch, they getting offended. Don't you call your girl my bitch? You a hypocrite. First off, you got to be smart. You got to understand. It's just fucking words. Niggas can talk all fucking day. All day.
Yeah.
Literally. Be calling you ugly. Be calling whatever them harmful insults. All right.
Genuinely.
Yeah, all right. I'm cool with that. No, but you also this. All right. Know what, bro? See, this is why you what? All right, bro. You done yet?
Bro, before they first work even vibrate through their chest, I'm gone.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, like I said, it's a different story if somebody's trying to harm you and your family or trying to harm whatever through physical action. That's God-given. A lion gonna protect himself. You know what I'm saying?
Protection.
The difference. But a lion ain't gonna listen to no buzz of a fly and get offended. Fuck you talking about?
You feel me? It happened to me recently, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I'm not in no awesome place in my life, but somebody was, buzzing around in my ear.
There you go.
Trying to get me to jump.
Yeah.
And I'm like, brother, come on, man. You ain't getting me back. You ain't tricking me out. Hey, man.
It takes time,
Bro wanted me to go get strapped and get ugly. He wanted me to go crazy. I'm like, look, dog, I'm about to be 27 years old in a couple months, my dog. What you got going on in your life and with the words that you got saying to me and everything else like that, bro, they are not affecting me. The only reason why they really getting at me, the only thing that really got to me that this dude said to me, bro, was the threats toward my family.
I was about to say.
That was it.
Literally, I swear to God, David, I was about to say, it's different if somebody threatened your family.
Yeah, the threats toward my family, that was ridiculous. That was crazy. That almost brought me out of character. But even then, I had to have someone talk to me and say, hey, so violence with violence? And I said, oh, and this man was in his 50s. He said, violence with violence, David? Does that sound like a smart idea? I said, you're right. I'm not going to do that. Let me just be smart. And
you get stronger every time.
Feel me, And when you seek advice from an older individual rather than just going after what your first thought was and acting on some craziness, you usually end up saving your life a lot of times and saving yourself from a situation that you would have had to deal with long standing. Where it's like, bro, again, had I decided not to go that route, had I decided not to listen to some of the peers that was trying to tell me like, hey, chill out. Even my fiance who was like, look at where you are. Look at what you've been doing, what you've done, and who you are now. You're really about to let somebody like that bring you out of the space that you're in right now. And I'm like, yo, you're right. No way. I'm a father, bro. I got a son.
Come on now.
I'm a soccer coach to be around the kids. The parents love me. The kids love me. I cannot pick up no gun again. No. Okay. And so, bang, I was able to, take all that crap that he was doing and saying and throwing at me and throw it out, discard it. And bro, it's pretty much dissipated. I've been watching and I don't celebrate it ever. No one's heard me celebrate it or be like, oh, that's what he gets. That's what he deserves. God looks out for his kids. I've been watching him go through nothing but trouble since then. I've been watching this individual go through nothing but trouble since he came and tried to pick a fight with me. It's like, bro, that was not smart. Leave me alone, bro. I didn't do anything to you, brother.
You probably hate me. I don't know who it is, but you probably just hate me.
Bro. Huh?
Probably just hating on you.
That's exactly what it is. It's inner feelings of like, I want what that guy has.
Like,
But at
jealous
the end of the
envy.
day, it's like, you have what I have. I tried to explain to him on multiple occasions. SK, you know what I'm talking about. I tried to explain to him on multiple occasions, bro, because I ended up getting a little bit close to him. I'm like, bro, you got it. You got it. You just gotta act it. You gotta do it. You gotta do it. You gotta act it, bro, because like that little girl right there, like your kids, your daughter, your children, like that's your pride, that's your joy, bro. You're doing everything in life for her. You're doing everything in life for your babies, okay? And you can be proud of yourself when you become the right type of man, the right type of father for your kids, and this, that, and the third. That's the type of relationship I was building with this dude, okay? For him to turn around and threaten my child.
Yeah, see, no.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, whoa, okay. You know,
That's when
it should have never happened. But bro, I've seen nothing but troubles for him since then, bro. You know, it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, damn, bro. Yo, the Lord said He was gonna protect His kids. Okay, I kept telling Cavante, chill out.
Oh, okay. Yo,
Chill out. You know, that's all you can really do is be one, bro. You can't be you know, you just can't turn around and you can't turn around and make a bad decision in a split second. You can't turn around and make a bad decision in a split second. I was there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be able to, you know, take words that somebody
bro,
spit.
but I gotta be honest with you, David, bro. Any nigga who gonna come, bro. Trust me, any nigga who's gonna, cause my daddy was like this. Any nigga who is gonna come up to you and really do what he say he gonna do, he ain't gonna talk.
He'll say it. I'm about to say he ain't gonna say it.
He ain't gonna say shit, bro. When they talk, that's how you. The more they talk, they ain't gonna do it.
Right.
The more they do, you better watch out. Like, that's a different story. That's a different story.
What?
Cause they ain't gonna say nothing. It's just like that's why I like Javante Tank Davis so much. Cause you know what I'm saying, like he walk and talk it. But it's not a lot of people are like that. You know what
That's
I mean?
true.
So,
That's true.
don't worry about that.
Javante is different. Javante is scary, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. I say that straight up, bro.
He like 5'5" too. Come on, bro.
Like, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
You taking this one, brother. You take it, big fella.
Yeah.
You take it, big fella. Oh my boy, I don't know what's in that dude. I don't know what's in that dude. I don't want to go. Huh?
Grit, bro. Grit.
Boy. I think it's deeper than that, dog.
Yeah.
My boy got something genetic in him.
Yeah, man.
My boy got something genetic in him. My boy got
don't worry about that. Like nobody is gonna, like, if they really gonna come out here and brr, brr, you know what I'm saying? They not gonna even talk.
That's real. That's truth.
Like I know SK disagreed with me a long time ago. I don't know if you remember this, but I was like, a dog, like, you're not supposed to. It was a quote. It was like, "Don't beware the dog that barks, beware the dog that don't bark." The difference. Dog that barks is just trying to give you a signal. I might do this. My little ass dog BJ used to bark. Snowball used to bark. Well, Snowball was a different story. But BJ used to bark. BJ ain't got no damn, like, he's a little ass dog. Like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He got, like, I mean, I've been in plenty of people's houses with the job that I got. They bark. They don't do nothing. Nigga, when I was doing Amazon, I was looking at a dog who did not bark at me. That motherfucker's about to fuck me up. It's a different story.
My brother Joshua has a dog, bro. He had a pity.
Dog.
And she is so pretty. She's a little sweetheart, but she's so skeptical of me, bro. And like you can tell, bro, she came from a harsh environment. You know, she probably was owned by a black owner before Joshua. And like, dog, I'll be walking in her house. I'm walking right next to Josh. I feel a nibble on my butt. I'm like, what? I turn around. Pitbull just staring at me like this. Didn't bite me, but gave me a pinch with the teeth, like that. And just looked at me. Didn't bark, didn't growl, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just letting me know, like, hey, yo, I don't
try
want
something if you want.
I really don't want you in here, bro. Like, and me and John looked at Joshua. I said, bro, this is probably like the third time your dog has bit me in the butt, bro. He said, bro, she just doesn't like when you're in the house. I'm like, I know. Like, but that to add to your point, Brian, like, bro, yes, you got to be very careful of the quiet dogs, bro, because them quiet dogs, bro, yo,
But Dave, you had heavy right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I would have picked up that motherfucker too. You threatening my children, it's over with. But then again, you gotta like, I get where you coming from, cause hell no.
Because if I would have went on and did what I wanted to do, or what my brain,
listen, I get it, bro.
I wouldn't have had no kids.
Right? Yeah.
I wouldn't have had no, bro. Why would I look at this? Gone. She would have been gone out of here.
Yeah,
Period. You know what matter. It don't matter. Even if she agreed with me in the moment, when after time, she was like, "Yo, that was stupid. Now we don't get to see you. You don't get to see your babies. You don't get to see me. You know, you're locked up."
I ain't gonna lie, that's weak shit for him to be doing that,
Bro. Trying to trick me off my spot. I'm like, hey, what? Like, bro, chill, dog. But you know, look, I feel like he just wanted to, try to pick on somebody for a little bit shortly.
Yeah.
Me, let him get his little itch, and go on about his
Yeah.
thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? Things ain't always looking perfect for everybody, and a large part of my heart still goes out to that side and to him, bro. Because at the end of the day, like, I want them to thrive, bro. I want all men to be successful and to be good fathers and good husbands. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't too late for him. You know what I'm saying? He still got it all the way in him. You just got to make the decision to not want to rock with that stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? And not want to go that route when you get upset at somebody, get angry at somebody, bro. Like, I had to make the decision to say, hey, bro, just because dog said something crazy and he don't want to talk to you about it does not mean that you need to go spit on him. I used to be like that. I call you, you don't answer your phone. Okay, you bet you can expect me to be on your doorstep. You feel me? Whenever you see me, you gonna see me there, and that's dangerous, bro. Because people fear that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be on that, so it's like I had to make up my mind and start saying like, "Yo, David, leave it alone, bro. Like, they don't have
don't
to, they
feed into nothing.
they don't have to want to talk to you about it. They don't have to want to figure it out. They don't have to want to deal with this. They don't have to want to do that. Let them do what they want to do. You know, if they don't want to address the situation, okay, it's not within their limits right now. They're not mature enough, maybe this,
There you go.
that. Leave it alone. I've learned how to start doing that rather than being like, nah, you gonna do it right now. Like, because that's how I used to be, bro. And so it's like, I feel like, of course, everybody's got time, and everybody's got to just got to make a decision at some point in your life. Say, hey, this is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying?
That's good for you, bro. Like, real talk. Because, like I said, bro, don't get...
I mean,
bro, not just you, but, like, the world, bro. I be looking at you. Niggas who I work. Like, I be trying to, like... And I be getting them right. And I'm younger than you. Like, literally, like, swear to God.
Yes, bro. You got to, bro. You're doing your job.
I'm just like, man, bro, it's a word. To me, it's easy. It's easy. Maybe my brain is different because I'm a dancer and I dance on a daily basis. So I see sound different. I'll be like, bro, you getting mad over a syllable. Like, that's what you're getting mad over, like.
Yeah, yes. One note.
Word. Like,
Just one
come
note.
on, bro.
One note. One
mad
mistake.
Lil Durk in the song was like, I just, like, whatever you say, like, cussing and shit. But you'll get mad over niggas saying it. Like, it don't make sense to me. It don't.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's what fuels that picking up the switch, and you see on fucking every other day somebody just killed somebody.
Yeah.
The niggas don't know how to, for real. So they pick up that.
They don't know how to communicate. Do they?
I was talking about.
They don't know how to communicate at all.
They don't know how to fight. That's really what it is. Let's be honest.
They really don't know how to fight either. That's the truth. They don't.
Real talk, but it's not about that either. It's not about scrapping and fighting. It's not about that. No, let's be honest, bro. You're just afraid to get hit in your face. You're afraid to get a broken nose. You're afraid of all that shit. Let's be honest. You're afraid of pain. Let's be honest.
You're afraid of being rebuked. That's it. You don't want to.
So I'm not saying go out here and just start fighting everybody. I'm saying that's where we at as a whole. Where you
people
see,
should be able to be boldly spoken and have a bold conversation between two individuals or a group of individuals without it coming to blows. That's what it should. This should
Yeah,
be.
yeah, yeah.
We should be in the world
That's the
now
first. Yeah,
that we're living in, bro. You know, if you are an intelligent human being, you should be able to have a bold conversation with another intelligent human being and allow them to be bold, okay? Without you guys dropping gloves and deciding to go after each other.
literally. Yes, I mean
Pull out
yesterday.
guns.
No, 2 days ago at work with my nigga Mike. He a white boy, but like we was talking about like political stances, and I was like, bro, like I'm cool. He was scared to tell me. He was like, bro, I don't make a political stance. I'm like, bro, I'm a different.
That's how it always be, bro. That's
I'm a
how it
different
always
nigga.
be.
But we had like it was cool though. Like that's what I be talking about. Like you should be able to conversate. It's not an argument. It's a debate. So it's like me personally, maybe that comes from me not having a father and me having to be the man on my own. Like I grew up all girls, so when I had to cut the grass, when I had to do all those things, I taught myself. So my manlyhoodness is way different from a lot of people because I stepped and I taught the steps that I taught.
No.
At 24, especially.
What I say?
So it's not trying to be nothing. None of that cool shit that we do. It's just being real with niggas. Like, bro, y'all, everybody got it within them. It's being masculine in a way. You know what I mean? But that's natural. Like, you don't have to. Masculinity is not motherfucking out here threatening somebody's kids or arguing with somebody, and especially not beating on your baby mama, not beating on your people and doing all this other shit thinking you tough. Like, that's not what it is. Masculinity is a man who is gonna go get it no matter how the fuck they feel, no matter how the fuck they think, no matter if they feel like it or not, no matter if they want to or not. That's the biggest thing. I don't want to. That's nigga, I train my brain to start saying every time I say I don't want to do something, I do it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're missing. So when it goes back to what we was talking about earlier with guidance, we need real people like that to guide the children that's going on today because this soft shit where it comes to like this person said I'm a bitch. Are you a female dog? Ain't that the original sense of the word? No.
That's serious though. You're right, bro. That's like you're right on it. You're right, smack on cue, bro. Cause, bro, like especially with dudes, I don't ever get offended when another man calls me, bro. Like, come on, dog. I'ma laugh that one off so hard, bro. I might even agree with him and be like, sure, fine. Because at the end of the day, bro, most of the time they'll say something like that to you when they know that you're being smart about a decision that you need to be smart about. Okay, and they're wanting to egg you on to make another decision that you're not supposed to make. Okay, and you, like it's happened to me plenty of times, bro. It's like, oh, bro, do this or do that, bro, or hey, go do this, go do that, bro. Oh, come on, bro, don't be a. And it's like, nigga, it's number one. I'm number one. I am the number one. Okay, because I'm not about to make that stupid decision. You feel me? Like I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Like you can call me whatever you want to call me. You're not about to force me to do something that I don't want to do. And that's happened in a lot of different situations. That's kind of, I feel like it's like a norm for men to experience that, bro. You know, if you don't do something that's expected of you as a man, you know what I'm saying, that's not necessarily right. You know what I mean? You know, other men are probably gonna end up calling you this or calling you that. You know what I'm saying?
But that shows the weakness within a lot of us. I'm saying us for a reason because I've done it. I ain't gonna fucking say I never did this shit in my life. I'm an honest man. But I know how to go through I know how to go through the woods and chop them down trees down that I've been bullshitting on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of men just stay stuck in the fucking woods, just looking at the fucking woods. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting irritating to me because it's you against you for real. It really,
bro.
It really is. Like, you would not be out here, not just the person we just talking about. I'm talking about, I'll be seeing this shit on a daily basis. Like, y'all niggas gossiping about other men. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Who are you? This is none, like, literally. I'm with, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, I didn't grow up in that type, especially not my daddy's side. I didn't grow up on that type, on my daddy's side. My mama's side, yes. My daddy's side, hell no.
You said
none of that shit was active. none of that. None of that shit was active during that. You know what I'm saying? But it's too much, like, comparison. First off, like, and it goes back to, like, you know, jealousy, envy, and I think these are the devil's like way of keeping the world the way it is. Jealousy and envy is the biggest ones. Envy is a difference between jealousy and envy. Jealousy is a fear of somebody doing so-called better than you. That's why I got this tat on my left arm. It's not a race, it's a marathon. And then envy is you, like how you said with initials K. I don't want to put out nobody's name, but when you said he wants what you have, that's envy. But he don't want you to have it because he has to see it and experience it every day. So it's a difference. But what is the guess what? What is the ruler of all that? Being fucking grateful. There is no jealousy. There is no envy when you are fucking grateful. You want them new shoes. There are somebody who wants your feet because they don't have no feet. They had to grow up with diabetes, had to get their feet cut off. But your ass over here complaining about you not having
my
shoes.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It's simple shit that we just not doing,
As
bro.
long as I'm breathing, homie, I'm forever grateful.
Come on now, bro. But yeah, I don't get too indulged in that type of energy, bro. Real shit. At all, man. At all.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Shit, we done got all. We only had one topic today.
Pretty much. And lucky, I do kind of got a split. But I got any closing remarks? We got a lot too. We got 2 hours.
Yeah, I thought you about to say we got 2 more hours.
No, I was saying we got 2 hours.
What's it
I'm about to say we got what's it called?
I got shit to do. Hold on.
I got to get back on the TikTok, Instagram Reels. They coming.
Get back into them. I'm about to watch Mafia Thon 3 and make myself laugh. I don't know if y'all been watching that. Catching that. But anyways, I'm gonna give a closing remarks on some motivational speech shit. If y'all watch Mafia Thon 3, I know what I'm talking about. On some joking shit. But I say like
I gotta play the music.
Bro, when it comes to Charlie Kirk, if you like the man or not, stop listening to people's words, because if you really stand tall on what you believe in, you'll be okay with being the only man out here. What did Jesus do? Why did they crucify Jesus? It's because he was the only man in that circle, unfortunately, who stood on what he believed in. They crucified him for it. In today's time, you see people crucifying people without crucifying. People gossip, people celebrate people's deaths because he was the only man standing on what he stood on. Are you that powerful? Are you that strong? Are you that resilient to keep going, even if you don't have a buddy over here, even if you don't got somebody over here or somebody over there agreeing with you? Are you that strong to create the seed, to create the tree? You understand what I'm saying? You got to be small to become big. You might feel like you're back against the wall, but you got to break down that wall and you got to go forward. It's the hardest shit you can do in your fucking life, but it's worth it every fucking time. So I don't agree with all of Charlie Kirk's remarks, but I do agree with a lot of them. I don't agree with I don't agree with nobody who I've seen celebrating nobody's death. I just got to be honest about that. But all in all, I mean, if you truly stand on what you stand on, you'll be okay with being, like, imagine yourself as the first person who ever believed in that thought in the first place. If you're a liberal, Democrat, I think, yeah, Charlie was a Republican, or a racist or not, or like whatever it is, stand on it. And guess what? You're going to find a partner who you spark within them, and they start to understand where you come from. Now you got a duo, then it becomes a trio, then it becomes 4 people, then 5 people, then 6 people. Are you willing to be that man who starts it, even when you're back against the wall, even when nobody agrees with it? Before things was normal, something had to be unnormal. You get what I'm saying? So that's my, like, easy. For me, is easy. It doesn't mean I'm better than nobody who watching this. It just means, because I don't got everything that I want, but it means y'all really stand on what I stand on, bro. Real talk. You got to be able to be the only person and not hate on other people's viewpoints, because it's gonna happen. Everybody is different yet the same, and I truly do believe that. We all got organs, the same organs, but we don't all got the same upbringing, the same beliefs, the same all this. So it's easy for me now. Just I'm getting tired of seeing it, but I'm staying strong with it.
I could hear you from the bathroom.
That's it. That's all I got.
I heard you from the bathroom. Well said, bro.
Oh, he said I heard you. He said I heard you.
I'm gonna say, you got any closing remarks, Dave?
Yeah. Charlie's living in heaven, bro. Alright, doggy bone. We sorry for how the world did what they did to you, bro. That's what I got to say about that. As far as the ignorance of the world, like the remarks that have been made and things like that about it, not much you can really do. You can come out and defend it in a sense, and you can come out against that ignorance and defend it in a sense. If you're not somebody who wants to do that, then don't. It's not, don't feel bad about not doing it either. But if you are somebody who's bold, so and you're bold in your face, and say something. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Because same way they did him, same way they would have did us. That's the way I'm feeling. It's like if it was me up on that stage, I would have gotten got like that, and it would have been so devastating for my boy and for my fiance. You feel me? So, man, boy, and if you're a believer, strap your boots on. Tell people about Jesus, all right? Because that's what our purpose is here, for real. It's not to get rich. It's not to live for ourselves, but to be living for the Lord. And, you going to heaven, so you should be wanting to take everybody else with you to do your best. You know what I'm saying? To spread the gospel. You feel me? And just have a happy day. Have a good weekend. You know what I'm saying? Don't put too much pressure on yourself. But also obviously work hard. And that's really
said hard.
Yeah, that's really it. That's really it, man.
That's what's up.
Bro,
I'll
I want
just
to
say
put music behind that, bro. Like some motivational music.
we all
gonna
need
get
we
on
all
that
need some we all need a theme song, bro. We
that'll
all
be
need
hard
a theme
too.
song. Hey, bro, the Avengers have dun 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 dun. Hey, what do we want, bro?
We
What do
got
we
like
want?
4
know,
beat
bro.
makers. We can get our own. What's it called, bro?
Yes, bro. We need to make something. Come on, we need to put something in there, boy. Get us jumping at the end of
We can get something going. That's crazy. Me and my sister was just talking about that. Talking about making beats for advertisements and getting money off of that.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart as hell.
Yes. It's very smart. It's very smart, bro. We gotta make something. Put some guitars in there. Throw some 808s in there too. Oof, something crazy.
But I'm gonna leave off with condolences to the family and people surrounding his family, and really anyone who just affected by just overall human losing their life. And I'm not just saying that for real. Like, it's not cool at all. And the negative remarks, like all that, I don't know. The best thing I can just do is be an example and verbalize it and walk it. And that's the best thing I think any of us can do. And obviously pray for everybody. But that's it. And it's my poppy birthday.
Oh, shoot.
Happy birthday to him.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, I love him. But what's happening? That's that. You feel me?
Back. Hey, good
Oh
one.
yeah, follow us on Instagram, TikTok. We're gonna get all that running back up. I'm gonna get the description back going. We're gonna wrap all this by the top of next year. Yeah,
just consistency for real.
Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say.
And the topics that we use, it's gonna
I was gonna say, bro, we've been doing pretty okay.
Yeah.